paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weirdo woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot-bellied goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. Gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I'm sweating like a country pig. I'm gunning beers and taking swigs of ice cold Jack. We're at the track, it's racing day, we're getting smacked. I never really understood this NASCAR shit. I thought, how could I be impressed when cars go left? But then I went and baby, it's the best. The ladies here are fine as spring. They'll hop to a ride on that thing. There's beer and whiskey everywhere. There's smoke and rubber in the air. I'm gunning beers, I'm shooting Jack. We're here all day, 500 laps. And when they start them engines up, man, my heart it starts to pump. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. The beer and rubber, perfect mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. It's not loud, we're in the crowd. We're watching cars go round and round. We're in the South, the USA. We fly that flag each goddamn day. And when it's time to watch a race, we crack a beer right on our face. We watch them cars go fast and left. This NASCAR shit's the fucking best. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. I'm drunk as shit, I love this mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. Around on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. A dirty summer country mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their cartridge hits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
In a world where a checkered flag is just the start, meet Ryan Wheeler, the would-be champ who seems to have run his last lap. But when a mysterious figure offers Ryan a dark bargain, promising the throne of speed, he strikes a deal with the devil that will make him ride and die. From ball-busting YouTube sensation and Arca Menard's NASCAR breakout racer Cody Dennison comes his first kick-ass comic creation. This won't be your average ride. It's a tale drenched in bone-chilling horror, soaked in violence, and wrapped around the curves of both the track and the sexiest women that'll make you forget the road ahead. Experience the race of a lifetime, or the damnation of your very soul. Will Ryan outrun his demons, or will he burn in the fiery pits of hell? Don't miss out. Get Cody across the finish line. Back Ride and Die on Indiegogo.
I have read a lot of books, and I think I'm a smart man here. However, there is one book I'm really excited about. It's one coming out soon, and it will blow you all away. The book is called Ride and Die. It's about some race car driver and some big titty demons. My good friend Cody Ake Camelot 331 wrote it, and it is amazing. You should all go back it on Indiegogo, just like I have.
Hey, you. You're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see dicks. Has anyone noticed this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
Oh my gosh, we're back on this beautiful last Monday with Famalot. I'm so excited. We have so much to talk about. I don't even know if we can get to all of this shit. So much has happened. What the hell is going on here? Welcome back, everybody. I see my beautiful boys in the chat. Oh, Dolan Tired, my boy, terrible YouTuber. Deadly Neurotoxin, what's up, buddy? Ben Ryder, Chicky Mama Cat, Mick Stiller. Rage, one of one. What's up, buddy? How you doing, terrible YouTuber? Intro suck. Holy Ozone, the Armenian operator, Richard. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the show. I hope you're prepared for a hell of a time because we're going to have it. What's up, Rama Lama? Renee Galarza, my boy. So, there's a huge super chat by Billy that I, for some reason, just can't pull up on StreamYard for no reason. It's just not there. So we're going to read it over here. Billy with a $100 super chat. Oh my God. Said Twitch did 2 things this week, banning Hasan and monetizing all channels, though they unbanned him after a few days. Sonic Unleashed finally got a PC port thanks to the fans. Zelenskyy mistreating Trump and JG fans is a bitch. Dude, I tell you what, man. I tell you what. I do not think Hasan will be banned very long. I'm going to be completely transparent. He is quite literally like best friends with the CEO, which is weird to be best friends with the CEO because the CEO is like an elderly man, right? So that's kind of weird. It's a little weird. But if you look at those videos of the CEO, he always is scrolling through like Instagram photos or feeds of just like naked chicks that are Twitch streamers. So he's obviously the CEO. The entire purpose of the CEO, it's very obvious, is to try to have sex with streamers. Like, that's literally his thing. So I doubt he's going to do anything actually important or noble. And I don't advocate for the banning of people, and I don't think you should either. This is the difference. Hasan openly calls for the death of people on every show. Openly calls for that's the only thing you shouldn't be allowed to do. And he does it. And I don't think anybody has a problem with it unless they're Hasan fans. Right? But it's freedom of speech, bro. No, that's not how freedom of speech works. Freedom of speech does not cover active threats. Okay? They don't do that. Or calls to violence. Okay? That is not covered by the free speech. And I don't know why single damn IQ raising people think that. Where is my super chats, man? I don't know. Let me go. Oh! I found out how to find them. Where's Billy at? There he is. Okay, I found out how StreamYard works now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm stupid. There you go. There you go. Raking Nights is what's up, you big old wig. Can't wait to see you this week. Hell yeah, don't forget to pick me up from the airport. I love you. I appreciate you. Raking Night. We're already a third of the way to Snooper Snake. Naked Snake. A third of the way to Naked Snake. Hell yeah. Thank you, Raking. By the way, Billy Hatcher's super chat. I love you, dude. I appreciate you again. Thank you, dude. I didn't know how to fix it, but I fixed it. Thank you, my friend, for your giant fat ass red boy. Gabriel Knight says, Hasan Piker have tiny papi. Hasan Piker is a strange one. Hasan Piker will openly say, and I don't want to get directly into it, but he'll support certain ideologies that are kind of violent, and then he'll dress up as like a maid, like half naked. And I'm like, you couldn't do that. 95% of places you advocate for, but it's fine. They kill your ass. And Rob, holy ozone with a gold boy. Thank you, buddy. We are now a pink away. A pink away. We're one pink boy away. Thank you, holy ozone, Rob. I love you, dude. Hope I get to see you sometime soon. He got the hippo. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're almost to 100. I won't forget, but you need to give me a specific time. It's going to be like 11, but I will let you know. Obviously, I'll let you know. So this just in, apparently, Pam Bondi has come out and said that the FBI is now complying with the Epstein bullshit. I'll see it when I believe it. What seems to be the officer problem. I'll see it when I believe it, boys. But at any rate, we'll get into that a little bit later, but make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share the stream. And let's try to have a good ass night. Let's try to have a fun night, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy hanging out. And I can't wait to see you. And by the way, if you guys do not know, I am racing in Phoenix, Arizona, Friday. The car has been released. Here, I'll show you my car. The car is alive and well. It is ready to go. God, my back itches. Woo! All right. What the? Jesus. All right. Here is the beautiful beast. Right here. It is ready to go. The Phoenix car is ready, boys. Here he is, ready to go. And we have our new sponsor on there, Flux. They are the coolest damn people in the world. I've talked to so many people that work within Flux, and they're all so cool. They're like laid back, normal ass people. They're really supportive of me, and we're going to go out there and make some magic happen. So they're on there as well. So the Phoenix car is ready. We got a new engine in this beast, and we're ready to go. And we got some our other supporters down here. ODA Ventures, Rose Arts, L Lux, Rocket City Remediators. They're the boys. Command Tool Corp and Elite Bath and Shower. And of course, look at April over here. April and that. I love you guys. They Abram Designs. Look, I love them. Okay, good. Stop. All right. Okay, let's continue, boys. Let me grab my what do they call it? The pussy stick. I threw it across the room. My room is so organized now. There's like stuff on the walls because PDH came in here and was bored. And she like made everything nice looking. All right, here we go. Make sure you like the stream. Let's get right into the nasty sauce. We are 350 from the beautiful Naked Snake. And don't forget, guys, because I didn't forget. Don't forget, because I didn't forget. Also, we're talking about Amouranth today getting robbed, and she shot somebody, which is kind of surprising. It's not bigger news, but it's fine. But I didn't forget, okay? I made a promise to you guys, and it's a promise that I intend on keeping, okay? Billy Hatcher dropped a Red Boy on our show today. And I don't know if you know, but that means I have to gift 5 gifted memberships to the chat. Every Red Boy, I gift 5 gifted memberships, and we're doing it right now. Congratulations, boys. I love you. And I appreciate you. There you go, my boys. Scream Queen Selena got one. Jana Mac, Western Civilization, Chatty H, and Half Tome got one. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. I really appreciate you. There's your 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate you. Every $100 super chat or more, I give them away. Michael Fedor also gave away 5 gifted memberships. Love you, Michael. Appreciate you, Michael. All right, let's get it going. Let's get the show on the road, boys. Here we go. Is that April Rain? Thank you, baby. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Oh, yeah. Apparently, I got to take PR training. Steph, what's up, baby? All right, let's go. Thank you, Fedor. I appreciate you, buddy. All right, let's continue the show, and let's have a good-ass time. Let's first off start with Hasan Piker. And look, again, I don't like to celebrate bands. I really don't. I'm not into celebrating bands, but Hasan Piker is the one person. Now, there are a couple people, but he's the one person that definitely deserves it because calling for death, openly threatening people is against every TOS of everything that exists. Okay. And he does it actively. So yes, he should be banned. That should be a no-brainer. Okay. And I think everybody agrees with the exception of like people that like Hasan Piker and think that calling for death for people as a moral good because it's for the greater good. You know, people like that actually exist. There's a lot of people out there that think people should be killed just to like, because it makes the world a better place if you don't like a person, right? Trust me, I know, okay? Every time I post a racing status or a racing anything on social media, there are a couple people in the comments saying they wish I'd die. And it's just because they don't like my sponsor. That's all it takes for wanting someone to die for people online because they don't realize these are real people. It's the same thing that happened in retail back in the day. If you ever worked in retail, most of the customers will treat you like you're a vessel, right? You're not a person, you're a vessel. You're just a vessel that exists, right? And they'll treat you as such. They'll freak the hell out on you. And when you push back, it'll stun them, right? I've had a lady start yelling at me before. Keep in mind, I worked at GameStop and Walmart for 13 years. I had a lady yell at me one time, and I snapped. And I don't snap very often. But I had a lady start yelling at me about something stupid. And I was like, you're going to need to get the hell out of my store because I ain't dealing with this shit today. And she looked completely flabbergasted. And she almost started crying and she started apologizing. It's almost like her programming broke and she realized I was a real person. And this entire time, her whole life, she's been treating these people as vessels. And that's the same thing with social media. Every one of these people in social media, in the social media world, especially if you're a creator and they're calling for you to die every day. If I wreck or have a good day, if I have a good day in NASCAR, if I finish 6th somewhere, there's people in the comments saying they wish I would die. Because it's the same It's the same thought process. They don't actually know I'm a real person. They don't think or feel or understand that I'm a human being. They just hate me because the words on my car say Timcast, and they don't like Tim because Tim is not politically aligned with what they think they are. So they need everybody else to die, right? Because they're all dumb as hell. All right, let's start the show. All right, here we go. 350 from Naked Snake for the 400 and I don't know, Billy. 26 stream? Fuck. Let's go. 36? I don't know, man. Let's make music together. Let's make sweet harmony. Oh. All right. Let's make music together, baby. All right. Okay, here we go, boys. All right. First off, Hasan Piker is banned, and holy hell, is it not a good thing? That I need to turn on the audio, huh? Upset daisy. Here we go, boys.
In recent news, Hasan got banned on Twitch. During his stream yesterday, while reacting and talking about Republican Senator Rick Scott, Hasan made some comments about him that led Hasan to get banned on Twitch in the following clip.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. No.
That fraud is not coming from individuals. It's coming from providers. They're not tackling providers. They're not actually going after like false billing. They are trying to cut recipients. Okay. It is not happening at the point of recipients. If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott. Okay.
To give additional context, Hasan continues to say in the following clip.
By the way, so right there, you can see that Hasan Piker said you need to kill this guy, right? There's your first thing. Instantly bannable offense. Now, here's the second thing. Hasan speaks extremely condescendingly and confidently about stuff he knows nothing about. It's kind of what he does. It's his MO because he's speaking to an emotional base, right? Most of Hasan Piker's viewers are like 13 to 16-year-old angry autistic like teenagers. That's most, and I'm not saying they're that's a bad demographic. I'm just saying they're easily radicalized. So Hasan speaks very confidently and he speaks very condescendingly, which is how you talk to these people. So he's like, what you need to understand is they're not actually going after providers. They're actually doing this and they're actually doing this. And that's right. Like he's talking like a valley girl to speak to these people, but he's making shit up. Like none of this is, he's just saying, oh, they're not, he's speaking so confidently about something that there's no data on because he has to go against whatever the other side is doing, right? He has to, or else his entire audience will cannibalize him. Keep in mind, he doesn't believe anything he says. I mean, the dude drives supercars and then advocates for a system that wouldn't allow anybody to have a supercar, right? It's very dumb, like brain rot, but you can acquire an audience of young, impressionable people just talking this way. And then when they see him in a Ferrari, they just say based because none of them are real people. None of them are real. They're all fake. And they're part of the new age. Words speak louder than actions. Have you ever heard the age-old adage, actions speak louder than words? That's not a thing anymore. It's actually words speak louder than actions. So you'll see a lot of people making videos and selfies, and they tend to be the same kind of person, right? Mid-30s, mid-40s, like a woman or like a bald glasses guy. And they'll make a selfie video and they'll be like, I'm just hate Trump and they're just abusing Zelenskyy and I stand with Ukraine. But they would never actually do anything to actually stand with Ukraine. There's nothing wrong with wanting to stand with whoever you support, but they would never actually stand for anything. Like if a link was provided where you could donate $10 to Ukraine, those people would not do that. They'd be like, but they'll post the video or the status on X saying that they support it because they want people to know they're a good person. They can give two shits on having to prove it because they don't have to anymore. You don't have to prove you're a good person. You just got to say you are, right? You just got to say you are. But that doesn't work anymore. As you can see from the last political cycle, it doesn't work anymore. They had a candidate openly being like, we need to help these people and these people. And everybody's like, how? And she's like, we need to help these people and these people. We need to let people look inside their dreams and go after their dreams because watching the sunrise is a beautiful thing to do. And everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? We need policy. How are we going to help people? Normal people are over the words speak louder than actions. We are now wanting action. Everybody wants action now. They're tired of the words, but there's still a giant sect of the population who still kind of they'll just say they love people and they want to help people, right? And they're also coincidentally the most angry people ever, right? You notice that? They're violently angry, right? They'll say, oh, I stand with these people, and I believe in these people's rights, and these people's rights, and these people's rights, and we need to help these people, and these people, and these people. But guess what? They're the first people that call for the death of their neighbors. The first people that call for the death of their neighbors. Those are the first fucking people to do it. Why? Because you're going against their moral structure, and that allows death, because death is a reasonable choice. It's a reasonable means to an end for people that run their entire life on posturing in a moral sense. They'll kill you. They'll kill your ass. Please kill this person because they're making me look like I'm not as morally superior as I want to be seen in public. Kill them now. That's how all these people are. And that's who's watching Hasan Piker. That's how it's always been, man. That's how it's always been. So, anyways, that's just how it is, man. They're always angry. They're always so damn angry. Right? Mr. Bubbles. Monster Bubbles. My bro don't care if I die because I didn't vote. Oh. No, Monster Bubbles, please. He's become a member. Thank you, buddy. $3.50 until Naked Snake. 1 red boy, and I gift another 5 memberships to the boys. Let's get on it, doggone it. No, you do not see them volunteering. You absolutely will never see these people volunteering for anything, Steph. Because it's words that speak louder than actions, not actions anymore. You don't have to do anything. As long as you make a video saying you love people, you've done your work. You want to pay more taxes for that? No. You want to help those people? No. You'll always see people marching in the streets for like open borders. And the open borders is basically in the guise of, we need to help children and women. That's the whole point, right? Even though the 95% of the people coming in are like 40-year-old men, but it's fine. We need to help children and women. And then you ask them, okay, well, we are getting names and addresses of people where we can house migrants. So let me get your name and address, and we will be able to house migrants in your home. And guess what they say? No, I can't do that. No. I mean, you. I mean, other people should, not me, though. Other people should do that, not me, though. I'll stand out here and prove I'm a good person to everybody, but I'm not going to do anything, right? I'm just going to stand out here. That's what I'm going to do. Not going to actually help. That'd be insane, you know? Justin Alcard, Everlasting Jenkins. What's up, buddy? All right, let's continue. Where am I? I'm about to sneeze, boys. Oh, shit.
You wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott. You wouldn't make him the current office. Richard Lynn Scott is an American attorney, businessman, politician, Navy veteran, serving as the senior United States Senator from Florida, a seat he has held since 2019. And also, I believe this past election cycle, he was literally the effing head of the, what was it, like the Senate committee or something? Like the Republican fundraising initiatives. The reason why I'm saying is if you cared about Medicare or Medicaid fraud, you would K. Rick Scott and not make him a prominent part of the Republican Party. Because he, to this day, is still also known as committing the largest Medicare.
By the way, he has no idea who Rick Scott is or what he is or what he's in charge of. He's just saying kill him.
Medicare fraud in U.S. history. So let's all be clear on what Hasan did. Twitch gives a month ban for drunk chatting. All men should die. What does threatening? Send Rick Scott life get you? A DJ Clancy 99 a Twitch. We are watching. This will be fuel for the fire baby. He tripled down on it as well. He's literally saying, so what if I get banned for it? If they ban me for it, they're wrong. I think a lot of streamers should protest and say the same thing Hasan says and see if they don't get banned for it, just to prove how biased Twitch is.
After this blew up on Twitter and Hasan getting banned, Hasan recently responded to the ban in the following tweet.
I'm sorry. He'll choose my words carefully next time and say, if Mike Johnson cares about Medicare fraud, since he wants to cut 800 meters from Medicaid Medicare, he'd call for max punishment for current FLGOP Senator, former Gov, Rick Scott, who has done the most Medicare fraud in U.S. history.
I love how, look at that. Hold on. Let's go back real quick. Here he's saying, Hasan Piker responded and said, I'm sorry, I'll choose my words carefully next time. What do you mean choose your words carefully? What does that mean? Hasan Piker's not a 14-year-old, right? Hasan Piker's not a 13-year-old. Hasan Piker is in his mid-30s. Are we to believe Hasan Piker doesn't know what the words "you should kill this guy right now" unhinged, unstable viewers? Are we pretending that he just doesn't know what that means? Oh, bro, I was just goofing a little. I don't actually mean kill him. But if you did, I would totally joke about it and celebrate it. What? What? Moss Bobbles, get to the membership. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you, baby. So yeah, I don't believe that for a second. But of course, Twitch made him apologize. He didn't do it himself. I know how these things work, bro. I've been there. No, Twitch didn't make him apologize.
Medicare fraud in U.S. history. Hasanabi is one of the only openly leftist people in gaming spaces. He has a target on his back because without him, it would be nothing by far-right incel content.
Yeah. Why is that? You ever think about that? Why is that? Hasan is one of the only openly leftist people in gaming spaces. He has a target on his back because without him, it wouldn't be nothing but far-right incel content. Why do you think that is? Is it because people that align themselves with the far left tend to call on the death of people almost every single day, and they're starting to get finally weeded out because that's not okay, regardless of what side you're on? Right? And is it possible that people are tired of the moral posturing and the completely soulless, policyless take that the left has on everything? Right? None of these people should exist anymore because all they do is say insane shit. You know, you can be level-headed and be a leftist, right? You don't have to be a psycho, but for some reason, that's the only people that are able to get an audience anymore, is if they're on the left and freaking unhinged. Why? It doesn't really make much sense to me, you know? Sanity is making a comeback, Lesser Logic. That's a good way to put it. Speaking of Lesser Logic, Slosher with an orange boy. Getting us a pink boy from a rainbow night. Says, scratch progressive's thin layer of empathy and you'll find murderous rage. Fake compassion for hypothetical idea of people they don't know is an excuse for real hatred for everyone they actually see. Well, sorry, I'm sniffly, guys. Let's take it a step further, Slosher. Let's take it a step further, Slosher. Thank you, Slosher. I love you, dude. Here's an example of that makes a lot of sense. And this is memory hold. A lot of people don't remember this, right? We like to pretend like none of this happened. But do you guys remember 2020 and 2021? Right? Conservatives started to find themselves on the anti-COVID vax train. Now, obviously, they were lumped into anti-vaxxers because that's how these things work, right? You can't be an illegal immigrant and a legal immigrant. You are just an immigrant, right? You can't be pro or for. There's no nuance, right? If you didn't feel comfortable with the COVID vaccine and the pressure around it, then suddenly you were an anti-vax. And that's just how these things work. But if you guys remember 2020 and 2021, the actual government in place, the administration in place, tried to force OSHA, which OSHA is a standards organization. It's like a regulation organization that requires, things for businesses. For example, and I know I'm explaining it really dumb, but like you need to wash your hands. You need to make sure you have these straps on this ladder when you use this ladder in this warehouse and make sure these trainings are done. It's called OSHA requirements, right? OSHA standards. So the last administration tried to force OSHA to require every single person in the U.S. to be vaccinated through the COVID vaccine. The COVID vaccine, which now is been almost completely lifted, banned in tons of countries, and almost not even recommended anymore because of long-term effects from it and short-term effects from it, because it wasn't really tested. It was just like, woo! Why? Because 95% of politicians had giant holdings in shares of all these companies like Pfizer and Moderna. So they were pushing for legal reasons to make everybody get it so they can make max profits and then sell their stocks or whatever, right? Get dividends, whatever happens, right? So that was the case there. But do you guys remember how weirdly politically divisive it was? Did you know that they conducted several polls and upwards of 70% of people on the left were in favor of forcibly, at gunpoint, removing people from their homes and putting them in concentration camps? This is a real thing that everybody pretends like it didn't happen. There was an entire year period where politicians and other people, activists, everybody was in favor of putting anti-vaxxers or unvaccinated people in concentration camps. They called them quarantine camps. So much so that they were actually buying up land to build quarantine camps. They had a loose plan that they were going to try to put in place that never materialized, to put unvaccinated people in quarantine camps by force in America, the USA, like not the Middle East, not China. It was in the USA. This happened in the USA. And 70% of people that identified with like a liberal party or Democrats were in favor of it. And we like to pretend that never happened and we just ignore it. Like none of that ever happened. None of that ever happened. No. Right? That's the issue here. That's the issue. Anyways, people are just tired of it, man. They're tired of it.
Right incel content.
In recent news, we have an update on Amouranth. Earlier today, Amouranth shared a series of...
What is this about Amouranth? We're talking about Hasan Piker. Did my man talk about Hasan Piker for like 2 seconds? But there's so much going on. There's so much Hasan Piker news. All right, let's find some more. There's definitely way more than just that. Yellow Flash has a video about it. Let's pull up Yellow Flash's video. Because he'll have a bunch of Twitter content on there.
Happen, but it did. So Hasan Piker got banned from Twitch. Now, like I said, this is probably maybe 1 to 3 days, and he'll be right back. And I don't think this would have even happened if it hadn't have been for a lot of people talking about it, because what he did was pretty nasty.
Yeah, 100%. He would never have gotten banned unless there was outrage. Billy Hatcher says Aussies did their camps and had some people locked in there. Last time I recall, but that died off once they got caught. Yeah. The reason the quarantine camps started catching on in the US was because Australia was already doing it. In Australia, if you left or entered the country, you had to stay in a quarantine camp for 2 years. Or sorry, two weeks. Sorry. 2 whole years, 2 weeks. All right. Slosher, the same people who want you to forget how they acted during COVID, want to hold you accountable for the actions of your ancestors. Only if you're white or right wing, of course. Well, so here's the issue. Yeah, those same people wanted to set a precedent where you could put people in camps or take them out of their homes. You set that precedent, as soon as Trump gets in power, you are doomed, right? So they better be really happy that didn't happen, Slosher. These people that were in favor of arresting people because of vaccine or whatever, the reason, okay, these people that were for it should be thanking the Jesus is because if they set that precedent, these people will be fucked now. People don't understand what a precedent is, and they don't understand when you change the course of history, it changes for you as well. If you are for rounding up people you disagree with, because let's be honest, that's what it was about. We're not stupid, okay? If rounding up people you disagree with is what you approve of, what happens when the people you don't approve of come into power? Oh, damn, suddenly I'm in a cage now. Didn't think this would happen. Yeah, this is your fucking fault. No one should ever be in favor of rounding people up, ever. No matter what they say. I am not for rounding people up that are hyper left. I am not for rounding people up on the way they vote. I am not for rounding anybody up. I don't care what you believe. As long as you're not like going out there and threatening people with guns, I don't want you to be rounded up. Because that's fucked up. So think about that. Don't be for that shit. Because if you're in favor of it, it will happen to you if you set that precedent. Death Proof says it's wild. You have to state this. It is wild, isn't it? That people can't see past their own rage. You can't see like past 2 years. They were in favor of concentration camps. 70% of people were. 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Not in 1980, not in 1880, and not in 1780. This was 2021. 70% of people that identified with the left were in favor of concentration camps. Now, let's be fair, they called them quarantine camps, but that's what it was. And what if they would have got their wish? What do you think would be happening right now? Oh, suddenly there's quarantine camps opening up. Oh, if you happen to vote for Kamala, you're gonna have to spend a week there. Sorry, it's for the better of everybody else. Suddenly, you're getting removed from your home by gunpoint. What happened? Well, you shouldn't have fucking set that precedent. You shouldn't have been for this. Because eventually that shit's going to get turned on you. People don't understand that eventually the gun will be turned on you. What happened when Obi-Wan Kenobi trusted Palpatine? What happened when he trusted the clone army? Eventually, the guns turned on them. Slosher, I love you. Oh, all right, boys. 2:30 until Naked Snake. Oh, 3:30 until Naked Snake. Is that right? I might be crazy. Yes. 3:30 until Naked Snake and one pink boy from a rainbow night. All right, guys. Sorry.
He decided that he would go ahead and say that, well, let's go ahead and see this Republican guy, Rick Scott, get taken out. He's got to go. We got to get rid of him to take up for Medicaid. It doesn't really matter. He's calling for violence, effectively trying to, in a way, I mean, this is just theorizing. I don't know if this is what he really wanted to do, right? But it sure does sound like, to me, when people do stuff like this, they're trying to create a new Luigi to go and take somebody
100%.
out. Like the guy.
100%. So if you guys don't know, there was this guy named Luigi Mangione. Is that his name? He's the guy that went out and shot that CEO of that like health insurance company, like shot him in the back. And a lot of people were like really in favor of it because they just hate CEOs because they are, they roughly doom scroll on Facebook and they see a meme that's like, oh, the healthcare bill's $1,000, and they're like, oh, and they get radicalized by it because they're brain dead and they don't actually research any of it. And keep in mind, the healthcare system's definitely messed up in this country. But people take it a step further, and then they get into most of these people that believe that already hate people that are rich. I dare you to scroll through like one comment section of like a picture of Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos on Facebook. And everybody's like, oh, rich people, all they need to pay their fair share. Gar. I'm so damn angry they got so much money, and I'm too busy doom scrolling and not doing anything with my life to make it better. So I got to tell everybody else they need to die so I can have more money, because that's how it's always worked, right? As long as you wish for other people to pay more money arbitrarily, that means you get more, right? Is that how that works? No, it's not how it's ever worked. The only way you get more money is you leave your damn house and you make a better damn life for yourself. Nah, it's too much work. I'll just drink Natty Lights. No, it's not how this works. Put the Natty Light down. Put the Natty Light down and go out and go get you a damn degree. Get you a bachelor's or something. Okay? Commenting on a Jeff Bezos post saying he needs to pay more tax and thinking you're going to get more money as a result. You're brain dead. Put the Natty Lights down. Put the Natty Lights down. Damn you. Anyways, so yeah, he's trying to create another Luigi. And he says stuff like this to his unhinged audience, hoping that somebody will go out there and kill somebody. And then he can be like, oh, I didn't mean, I was just saying stuff. I was just saying, I was being hyperbolic, bro. It was a figure of speech. But in the background, he's like, yeah, I'm glad that guy killed that guy. Yeah, yeah. Because all these people want everybody to die. Because that's what they do.
That took out that CEO, that healthcare company. It really does feel like to me that a lot of these higher up leftist people that have big followings are trying to radicalize people to get out there and do some pretty disgusting things. And that's definitely against TOS. And there is no platform that does not have that in their terms of service.
Exactly what
You
I
are
was
not
saying.
allowed to call for violence, which he's done before. If you've watched, I mean, a good example is that content nuke. If you watch any of the detractors content that, cover Hasan, you'll easily find the clip of him sharing that makeshift gun.
Yep, 100%. He is, keep in mind, this is not anything new. Hasan has openly called for the death of a dozen people in the last 2 years. And then he ends his stream and he goes, lit, for real, on God fam, and then walks downstairs and gets in his Porsche and goes and picks up Chinese takeout. On God fam, for real, lit, sneakers. Because he's literally like a Gen Z boomer, but he's a Gen Z, like 9-year-old, like Valley girl, but he's 35. It's the weirdest shit in the world, to be honest. When I see like a 35-year-old man like talking like a Valley girl, it's very concerning for me. I can't help it, man. It should be very obvious to all of you.
Kind of like saying, hey, this is how you do this. He knows what he's doing 100%. But here's the clip that got him banned. We'll play this one. This is the longer version so you can have some context. He's talking about Rick Scott here, and this is what got him to do it.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid just in fraud alone. No.
That fraud is not coming from individuals. It's coming from providers. They're not tackling providers. They're not actually going after like false billing. They are trying to cut recipients.
You hear how condescending and confident he speaks. He's 100% trying to radicalize everybody in his chat. That's what he's trying to do. That's why when he goes into an open debate, he gets absolutely nuked into orbit. And then the people in his chat say he did a great job. I urge you to never watch one of his debates. Because it's the most cringe thing you'll ever watch in your entire life. Like, quite literally, somebody will throw out a really, really highly irrefutable, brutal-ass point to Hasan. And he completely resets and just starts talking like a 20-year-old Valley girl and calling them stupid. I am not exaggerating. As soon as somebody gives him something that it's hard to refute, which is very easy, by the way, he'll be like, wow, you're stupid. You're so stupid and ignorant. You're just like really dumb and it's very stupid and it's just stupid. You're dumb. And he's like he's a political commentator. Every political commentator you'll ever listen to, they'll sit there with a straight face and they'll throw facts at you. But Hasan Piker's like, you're dumb. You're so dumb and like, wow, and stupid. Like, and he's like apparently a pillar of political commentary. It's crazy as shit. It's pretty crazy when you actually see that shit. Intimidator. God, my nose is running. Hey, Cody, hope you had a good weekend. By the way, if an intelligent tree gets cut down while taking a test, does that leave it stumped? No! Oh my God, I almost spilled my chicken dumpling. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Your joke is terrible. Terrible? Yeah, Lounge Zinger, 100%. Does nothing but Zoomer ad hominems. Exactly. You are right on the money. But that's what Zoomers want. And then they'll go out on their own TikToks and they'll just repeat what Hasan said, even dumber. And you're like, what the fuck? And that's where Cecil gets all his content from. The damn Cope files. It's like the easiest thing you can freaking farm in the world. Because there's so many people out there being like, oh, Trump yelled at Zelenskyy and it was really bad. We need to stand with Ukraine and stuff. I live with my mom and I haven't had a job and I struggle with several anxieties diagnosis, so I can't actually work or drive a car or do anything at all. But I stand with Ukraine. And I'm like, motherfucker, how about you just stop for a second? Thank you, Intimidator. What's up with Asmon now? Oh, we're gonna get to it. What's up, Gamer RX? Hey, Andy. Appreciate you, buddy. We are one pink boy from a rainbow night. 3:20 until naked snake. Wow, he's not being so skibbity and distinctly lacking Riz, fam. He's being not skibbity enough. Where's my skibbity at?
Okay. It is not happening at the point of
people that are like
recipients.
150 years
if
old.
you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott after like false billing. They are trying to cut recipients. Okay. It is not happening at the point of recipients. If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott. Okay. You wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott. You wouldn't make him the current. What is his current office? What is he?
He doesn't even know who this guy is, by the way. He's just saying he should die. No, he's actually saying to one of his viewers that is actually unhinged, he's telling them to go kill that guy. That's what he's telling them. He's hoping one of his unhinged viewers goes and tells him to kill him. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get people to go kill him. Right? And you got to be really careful with this shit. You do this enough, there's going to be someone mentally unwell on the other side. And they're going to find your ass. You shouldn't play with this shit ever. Right? Because then people are going to know Hasan's at TwitchCon. I just would never play with this shit. You piss off the wrong person. The wrong person. That's where the phrase live by the sword, die by the sword comes from. That's why you don't fuck with these people. 20 likes from 200, by the way.
Lynn Scott is an American attorney, businessman, politician, Navy veteran, serving as the senior United States Senator from Florida. Seat he has held since 2019. And also, I believe this past election cycle, he was literally the fucking head of the, what was it, like the Senate committee or something? Like the Republican.
So anyway, you get it. That's a little bit more of a fuller context because the actual clip's only about 24 seconds, 21 seconds right here. Yeet is who I saw posted.
Yeah, Hasan literally don't even know who the guy is. And he's such a prominent like political figure in the US, and Hasan doesn't even know who he is. He's just saying it. He's just saying shit. Right? And speaking of saying shit, my boy Patrick has just dropped the pink. Patrick Williamson with a pink boy gets us to a rainbow night. Oh, and halfway officially to Naked Snake. Thank you so much, Patrick. I love you. I'm gonna heart this super chat. I hearted it. It has been hearted. You've been hearted, my friend. Thank you so much, my friend. I love you. I appreciate you. You are the man. Failwind with $5 and Rumble says, remember, they do it to Trump too. When they call him an enemy of the state. I seen it. We'll pull that up here in a second too. Thank you so much, Fellwind, over on Rumble. Hey, by the way, every $100 super chat or more, I will gift 5 memberships. We've already done it once tonight in honor of Billy Hatcher. Thank you, Patrick. I love you, dude. Hell yeah, Ellen Thompson. You already know, baby. You already know, baby. All right.
In no situation is that okay, in my opinion. You should not be calling for violence, which is what he's doing there. Even if he doesn't want to say that's what he's doing, it's 100%. And when people asked him about this in a clip, he said they can suck my whole dick.
Like being directly mean to Rick.
They could suck my whole dick. You know, Hasan thinks Twitch will never ban him because he's friends with the CEO. The CEO who actively is definitely trying to have sex with streamers. That's the only reason he's the CEO. Like, you ever watch shit about the CEO of Twitch? The dude just scrolls on his Twitch and 100% of his feed is just naked girls that are Twitch streamers. You know he's trying to use his title to have sex with women. 100%. Ain't even a question. And he knows that Hasan won't ban, or Hasan won't get banned because this dude went to his birthday party thing. Ain't no way in hell they're gonna ban this dude.
Scott, what I was saying was, like, if the Republican Party truly cared about like monitoring medical bankruptcy, they would literally apply the capital punishment. Like, if they did, they don't. And I mean, he is a world-class Medicare fraud guy. So
wait, hold on. So is Hasan saying if anyone cared about anything, they would apply capital punishment, which means kill him, right? That's what he's saying. So he's saying that if any political figure or governing body or anybody disagreed with somebody, they should kill him immediately. So everybody's just going to be dead, right? So we're all just going to die now. Like everybody, it could be like 2 people left. No, I'm saying, bro, you should just kill everybody. Everybody should kill everybody. That's what we should do.
You can cry about it all day, every day. You can cry about it, try to get me banned for it. Maybe I will get banned for it. Who knows? But it's not going to change the.
And he did get banned for it, and that only came from pressure. I still don't think any news sites have really covered that. They never give him any bad press coverage because they're trying to turn him into the Joe Rogan of the left, which is funny because Joe Rogan used to be on the left, and then he changed because of all the radical shit that's been going on over the past couple of years.
Yep.
So now they've got him, and they want to try to turn him into this big superstar. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. He has responded to his ban, and he's not happy about it. A couple of posts over here, and he says, sorry, I'll choose my words carefully next time and say if Mike Johnson cares about Medicaid fraud, since he wants to cut $800 million from Medicaid, Medicare, he'd call for max punishment for current Florida GOP Senator, former Governor Rick Scott, who has done the most Medicare fraud in U.S. history. And then he says, big shout out to right-wing free speech lovers who took time out of their day screaming about DEI and immigrants to cry about this. If somebody said something,
I got to be honest, man, I don't understand this. I will never understand why people that occupy the left, and keep in mind people that occupy the right, they do the same thing, but they obviously get banned in 2 seconds. So they've kind of fallen away from it. And people on the radical right I don't think they really exist on platforms anymore, right? But people conflate it with the normal right as well. But the thing is, I don't understand why prominent people on the left that are supposed to be like intellectuals will claim that calling to kill people is covered under freedom of speech. Why do they keep repeating this? Is it just like a thing? Is it just a thing they do? Like, oh, it's my freedom of speech to tell 40,000 concurrent viewers to go kill this guy right now. That's freedom of speech, right? No. The article of freedom of speech does not protect against direct threats or calls to violence. It's been that way since the beginning. Why do we choose to ignore that? I'm so confused. It's so weird. It's like, yes, free speech is speech that you don't like. Free speech is there to protect speech you don't like. Right? Like advocating for things you disagree with. Like maybe you don't like abortion. Therefore, you can say you don't like abortion. You don't like the act of abortion. Or vice versa, you are pro-choice and you think people should have control of their own bodies. Both of these things, these are opposing things, and you can say both of them, and the other party can't be like, we want to have you put in jail because you're both covered under freedom of speech, right? Freedom of speech doesn't say, hey, I don't like that you're anti-abortion, so somebody should go shoot you right now. That's not freedom of speech no more. That's called a direct threat of violence. And every single social media company on the face of the earth has TOS against that. And I don't know why prominent people on the left will come out and say freedom of speech. Right? Like, why you keep doing this? What about my freedom of speech? Bro, you just said kill that guy. That's not freedom of speech anymore. You know? That is no longer freedom of speech. Karaoke. Wait, what are you talking about, Mick Stellar? You best post that in the group chat. Because I've never heard nothing about the Hasan wanting children. I've never heard that. I feel like that would be bigger news. You know what I'm saying? Creepy pasta. Oh, by the way, we are 250 from Naked Snake.
Something like this, who you don't like, you would be pushing it 24/7. And I don't condone this on any level. You shouldn't be calling for people's lives. And when it comes to free speech, it's like that saying, like, doesn't give you the right to yell fire in a movie theater.
Yep.
You know, you're not allowed to do that. It's not good form. Some things shouldn't be acceptable. And calling for somebody's life to be ended, definitely not cool in my book.
Yep.
Not cool. He got mad about Tim Pool saying it. Tim Pool loves that Rick Scott was caught overseeing the largest Medicaid fraud in U.S. history and will defend the wealthy robbing you blind, just as he'll defend Mike Johnson gutting Medicaid with lies. He's not independent. He's a bald partisan hack. By the way, his store is all socialist. It dude literally is a huge capitalist running around as a commie. It's really funny. It is really funny.
Well, that's the only way you can exist, right? So you can only exist in the space like advocating for socialism or communism and buying Ferraris at the same time. You can only do that in America. So I guess it's kind of like America, the American dream, right? You know, and that's how you can tell that like people like Hasan don't actually believe what they're saying, because he couldn't believe what he's saying, right? Or else he wouldn't have Porsches and supercars and a mansion. He would live in like Thailand or something, right? He wouldn't live in America and advocate for all these things. Maybe he'd live on a commune or be with Amish, but he's not. He's hyper wealthy and flaunts his wealth as often as he can. So it's very strange, right? It's a very strange thing. I, however, want to be hyper wealthy, right? And I'm not going to advocate for a system that doesn't allow me to be hyper wealthy. I say abolish the IRS. Why? Because I don't want to pay taxes. Not because I don't want you to pay taxes. It's because I don't want to pay taxes. Oh, by the way, real quick, I totally forgot to mention. Okay. Totally forgot to mention. I will be having a birthday stream Wednesday. Soy face. Wojak face. I'm going to have a birthday stream Wednesday, and I will be joined by Nick Ricada, Cecil, and maybe Zia. I don't know. She hasn't responded yet. But for sure, Cecil and for sure, Nick Ricada will be on my birthday show Wednesday. And we're just going to talk and have a good time and just relax. So if you want to see it, get on it, doggone it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So don't forget, I think it's going to be 5 p.m. Wednesday Central. And then we're going to go until the normal time, you know. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. Save your red boys. Neanderthal! Neanderthal and Patrick, my two pink OGs are here. What's up? What's up? Thank you, Neanderthal. Patrick, William, and Neanderthal, 2 pink boys back to back. Oh, my God. That gets us exactly to, wait. Can I not do that? Yep. 220 from Naked Snake? I think 220. And 1 red boy from another 5 gifted memberships. Will Rosa be there? I don't know. I should invite her, though. I love Rosa. Thank you, Neanderthal. I love you, man. I appreciate you. You are the man. My boy, Neanderthal and Patrick. I love you guys. Oh! Oh! Damn. That's pretty fucked. Let's be honest. Pretty fucked up. Damn. Everybody in the chat's like, what are these people talking about? Damn. Woo! All right. Oh, that's a good one. Damn, Carrie, you got me. That made me laugh.
By the way, that anime thing that he was on, that Trash Taste or whatever, I'd never heard of him until he went on there and I saw the backlash. They've announced he will not be back on the show because they got so much shit for it. Anyway, Hasan has been banned. He's having a meltdown over it. Of course he is, because he's the golden boy of Twitch. He's been having a lot of meltdowns lately, ever since Asmongold dethroned him as the #1 guy on Twitch, at least #1 political streamer on Twitch. He's been dethroned. He's been pissing him, moaning about it for weeks now. And now he can sit and twiddle his thumbs and think about things.
Yeah, I remember Hasan was complaining like a month ago because he only had 40K concurrent or something. And he was pissed. And I'm like, come on, dude. Shut your face. Shut your face.
He has to wait for his Twitch to get reinstated. Next time, maybe don't call for somebody's life. I don't know. It seems like that's probably something to think about. Maybe not do.
Yeah, it seems pretty easy. Seems pretty normal, right? Seems pretty damn normal. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Oh, Carrie, no. Stop. Stop, Gary, please. Is Asmongold considered? Yeah, dude. He puts out like 5 political videos a day. It's funny because Asmongold can quite literally just play a video and get more video views than Hasan, and it's probably because Asmongold actually like makes legitimate funny quips that are legitimately funny. Like he makes quips that are kind of funny, and Hasan just gets angry and talks like a valley girl, and no one really wants that. You know, no one really wants that. Let's be completely honest. I mean, do you guys really want that? I know I don't. Okay, I know I don't. Let's give a big shout out real quick to Flux, the people over at Flux for joining the NASCAR game this year. I appreciate them so much. We're going to have such a good time. Also, ODA Ventures, L Lux, Rocket City Remediators, Cayman Tool Corp, Elite Baths and Showers, and Timcast. Of course. I love your people. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And also, don't forget the beautiful, illustrious ride and dies that are on my car all year. I appreciate you guys. These are all the people that got the ultra tier. The ultra tier. This is just one of the many perks they got. You're going to be riding with me every damn race. I appreciate you. Johnny David says, my boy did ace in his first big kart meet. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Johnny. Thank you for 7 months, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, boys. Look, it's like she can hear me. I say her name and she just shows up. Yeah, anyways. I agree, Rift Inspire. How you doing, buddy? All right, let's move on. So we're going to talk about actually let me do this. I totally wanted to cover this. I got to keep that open for gifted memberships. Every $100 super chat, I'll gift 5 gifted memberships. 5, I tell you, 5. All right. Billy, but shut your mouth, Billy. Stop doing your shit. Billy Hatcher is the most knee-jerk reactor motherfucker. Billy will be like, I want to go to Daytona in like September. Daytona's in February. And I'm like, all right, Billy, I got you. And like every stream until Daytona, Billy will be like, am I going to Daytona? I'm like, yes, you motherfucker. You're going to be there. And he's like, okay. And the next day he'll be like, am I going to Daytona? I'm like, yes, you're. Wow, stop. Shut your mouth, Billy. We've covered this, Billy. You're good. Don't worry about it. I like how NickySticksGolf.com is a slightly different font. I couldn't find the other font, boys. I'm sorry. Anyways, I could not find it anywhere. All right, let's continue, boys. Let's continue together. The Hasan Piker subreddit is grooming kids into terrorists. No shit. Look at this. Just look at this right here. This is the Hasan Piker subreddit, by the way. I'm doing good, Rift and Spire. This is the Hasan Piker subreddit. If you guys didn't know, quite literally, I'm 15, nearly 16, and I see this is exactly what I was talking about. It's teenagers that are like unhinged or suffering from some mental health crisis, and they are quite literally listening to Hasan, and they're like, I want to kill these people because Hasan told me to. Right? This is what's actively happening. Actively happening. That's just how these things work, man. It's how these people be sometimes, man. They crazy as hell. Crazy as absolute hell. Let's see what people on his subreddit are saying. Hasanabi has been banned. Somebody says right here, somebody give me context. Should be here not long. Says, he said if Republicans cared about Medicaid fraud or abuse, they would kill Rick Scott, the perpetrator of the biggest medical fraud in history. This is the quote. Somebody says, unfortunately, this is actually hilarious. People are saying base. Right. They all agree that you should kill people. All of them agree. And this is his audience. And that's the reason he calls for death so often. He's hoping somebody in his audience takes it serious and kills people. That's what he's hoping. That's what he wants. That's just how it is. Yes, Fatoni, I did. I totally did. Let's make sweet harmony. Oh, Let's make music together, baby. All right. You took the dough, I take the ray, you better come up with me. Let's move on to who is it? Amouranth. Oh my gosh. Amouranth got robbed and shot somebody. And actual authorities are confirming it's real. Like, you would assume that's not real, right? When I read that, I was like, it's just completely set up. It's not real at all. Completely fake. I don't believe that for a damn second, right? Well, apparently it's real. And Amouranth shot a sumbitch, which is based as hell, and I'm proud of her. Rock on. That's cool. Amouranth used the 2A and protected her home and her life, and that is cool as fuck. So congratulations to Amouranth. Would smash for sure. That's pretty cool. She shot somebody that was trying to freaking rob her. That's pretty badass. Jenny, what's up, baby back ribs? How you doing, girl? You know, and that's what I would do. Like, if I was at home, somebody broke into my house, and they were like, money time. No, the only kind of currency they get is the weight of my 12 gauge slug. That's what they get. That's all you getting. That's all you getting, baby. Right? So I support that all day. Right? So let's cover it. We're gonna jump right into it, everybody. Make sure you like the stream, by the way. We're 1 like from 200. What the hell are you doing? And everybody, welcome Jenny Baby Back Ribs to the stream. We love you, Jenny. We appreciate you. All right, boys. Every Red Boy's a 5 gifted membership. And we are 220 until naked snake. All right, let's continue. All right, let's continue, boys. Oh, it's funny. Okay. So, by the way, April says my doorbell doesn't ring. It reloads. Oh, my God. All right. I got a fat-ass 12 gauge under my bed. I ain't waiting. I ain't going to be rude.
In recent news, a fellow streamer Amouranth went viral on Twitter X to share some details about an incident in a series of social media posts where Amouranth has claimed that she was robbed at gunpoint and also claimed that she shot one of them because the alleged robber demanded cryptocurrency. Amouranth talked to social media in the following posts. This is not a prank, help. I'm being robbed at gunpoint. I believe I shot one of them. They wanted crypto, is what they was yelling. They pulled me out of bed. This was a home invasion. SWAT here now, I'm safe. Now, after the incident, Amouranth went on to say in the following, I'm covered in blood, but only some of it is mine. I'll update you all later, but I'm safe now. Was at gunpoint, they give me phone and said log in with a gun to my head, and I tweeted because calling would be a death sentence.
Look at this. Look at this. This seems so fake, right? It seems like it can't be real, but authorities are confirming it. Authorities are 100% confirming this. Even a donut operator confirmed it. Said he went through his contacts, and it's confirmed that this actually happened. Right? What's up, Dark Tower? How you doing, dude?
Not gonna lie, wouldn't be surprised if this was from an earlier SWAT attempt. This chick has been crazy. Also, the story makes zero sense. She was at gunpoint, and the thieves weren't watching what she was doing on her phone. Why is the gate closed if the police and ambulance are supposedly there for her? Why are none of them on the property or near her if she has shot somebody? She made multiple tweets while having a gun to her head. She somehow got access to a gun while at gunpoint and shot one of multiple assailants on her gated property and was able to tweet about it within 1 minute of 2 of her help tweets. This girl is not good at making shares up. So between the help tweet and the I think I shot one of them is 1 minute. So she was at gunpoint, tweeted the help message, somehow got her gun, shot the guy, and then decided to write another tweet within 1 minute from the help me tweet. I guess technically it's possible, but you'd probably be a bit more busy than to write another tweet.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. There's no way in hell I'd be tweeting. I would be double tapping, baby. What's up? My happy ass is double tapping. I'm double tapping all day. Ain't no time to tweet. Ain't no time to tweet, baby. I'm chambering another round, son.
In a recent stream, Valkyrie Sinner and Amouranth were being stalked while they were live, being threatened after a crazy fan demanded their phone numbers. Then the streamer tried to attack Amouranth.
This dude talks about the thing in his video for 30 seconds. I'm like, bro, I want to know more. There's so much more to know here. Why are we talking about it for 1 minute, dude? Why? No. I don't know, man. Amouranth, how old is she? She's like in her mid-30s now. She's got that mid-30s girl, like thick waist. Sucks, man. Let's see. Upload date. There we go. Let's find this shit. Dude, it's brutal that people upload videos like 4 hours ago that have 0 views. That's crazy. All right. So this probably has more. Okay, this is gonna have more context, I think. Here we go. Yeah, allows Zinzer exactly. So said they showed a clip of her on stream at the end of 2024 showing her 20 million Bitcoin balance. Their plan was to have her transfer it, then leave. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes 100%, dude. That makes a lot of sense. And they'd have got away with it too if it wasn't for those pesky bullets.
This story right here is wild, but also not surprising in the least. You see, if you've been on the internet at all, you probably know who Amouranth is. Okay, actually, I didn't know who she was before this video, so
that's a fucking lot. Shut up, dude. Look, man. Look. Shut up. All right. I've never once followed Amouranth for 2 seconds, and I know who she is. And I know extensively who she is. And I don't even try to. I just do. So that's like those people that try to claim that they're listening to Stairway to Heaven for the first time or Don't Stop Believing. Those people need to be banned. Along with Hasan Piker. When it's like listening to Don't Stop Believing for the first time and it's a 35-year-old man. Shut up. Shut up. No one believes you. I don't care. Unless you're like literally in an undisturbed part of like India. No, you know what it is. You know, Don't Stop Believing. Stop trying to make me not believe.
Guilty. But for those of you who are like me, she's one of the biggest streamers out there. She made her name on Twitch and Kick and has built an empire off of her content. But the downside of being famous on the internet is the wrong people start watching you.
All right, here's video apparently from her some kind of security footage from her house, I'm assuming. Yeah, Lounge Zinzer, come on, dude.
Oh, right here. It's in here.
I'm so sorry. Come on. Go.
So she led them into her house, I'm guessing. Looks like she may have been walking her dogs. I'm just like shooting shit, by the way. Hey, there was a gunshot.
So here's how it went down.
I don't know, man. It seems like I don't know. Seems kind of like legit. I don't know, man. Seems kind of legit or very elaborate. Now, I will say though, if I did not know the information about the police and it being investigated and it being confirmed, I would say it's fake 1000%. But the police have confirmed it. There's an open investigation, and other people that are prominent that do not like Amouranth have confirmed it through their sources too. So now, granted, it could have been 3 like mass dudes that they know, I guess, you know, but then they are putting themselves in trouble, right? Because if they're caught, it's going to be a Jesse Smollett situation.
On March 2nd, 2025, Caitlin Amouranth Siragusa, I'm pretty sure I butchered that, was the target of a violent home invasion at her house in Houston. According to reports from the Houston Chronicle, 3 armed intruders broke into her home around 10:40 p.m., pistol whipped her, and demanded access to her cryptocurrency. They knew exactly what they were looking for. During the attack, she suffered significant injuries from being beaten, and these guys weren't playing around. But here's where things flipped. Her husband reportedly intervened and shot at the intruders, potentially injuring one of them before they fled. Siragusa was later taken to the hospital, but is in stable condition. This whole thing was documented almost in real time because she took to social media to update her followers, sharing details of the attack and even security cam footage, according to comicbook.com. Now, I remember back in the day when the prime targets for robberies and home invasions were athletes and entertainers, but things have changed dramatically. With the rise of influencers, people on the internet have become just as, if not more, vulnerable. And I put myself in that category. A lot of influencers.
Parasocial relationships. Parasocial relationships is what is the issue here. For some reason, and it makes sense, right? Like people that are watching streamers, they feel more connected. Like like they're watching a real person, right? Now, generally speaking, I don't really understand the appeal in being in a stream with 100 concurrent viewers and no one's reading the chat and then just trying to get like some endorphin rush there. But I would say a smaller streamer, like maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 concurrent, you can definitely build like a parasocial relationship. People do it a lot, and I mean a lot. They do this a lot with VTubers. People will develop parasocial relationships with VTubers. And you'll almost always see people getting attacked. It's a smaller streamer, not a larger streamer. Because people get weirdly attached. And then they will turn on you. I've had people, and it's not very often, but I've had people that were huge, like, viewers, people I've talked to before. And then one day they decided they hated me because they got in a fight with a mod or something. I know shit. I've had people that fought with a random mod or on Discord, back when I had a Discord. They would fight with each other and then they would just hate me as a result. And I wasn't even there. I didn't do anything. I'm just existing in the background. And they're like, I hate Camelot now because his mods are crazy. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't do nothing. And people that are like mentally unwell will take that to another level. And they'll attack these people. 100% attack these people. And it's very spooky. But that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Speaking of attacking people, we are 220 from Naked Snake. One Red Boy from another 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. All right, let's go.
Don't realize how visible they really are. There's this kind of disconnect between seeing numbers on a screen, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million followers, and understanding that real people are out there watching, studying, and sometimes plotting against you. And the problem, these people watching you aren't always leaving comments. They're not always liking your posts. They're lurking. And you don't even realize how much information you're putting out there for people to track you down. And look, I get called paranoid all the time. My friends who aren't in the space think I'm over the top because I operate like I'm constantly being watched. But the truth is, I probably am. And unfortunately, a lot of younger influencers don't have that mindset. They don't realize that anyone, and I mean anyone, can become a target. Now,
yeah, sure. I mean, there's been several YouTubers killed in the past like 20 years. Several. Over this kind of thing. And this was before streaming. There was YouTubers being killed because people in their comment section would just watch them, be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill that person. And it's because they become obsessed and in love. And the police, in the early days, the police didn't do anything about it because it was police, right? Lounzinger says, can we have a contest for most Parasocial Camelot viewer where they have to prove their love? Yes, it's with Red Boys, obviously. Billy Hatcher is the parasocial leader today. He's the mentally unwell parasocial viewer. Thank you, Billy. Oh my God. I tell you what, man. I tell you what.
She wasn't just famous. She was rich. And she made it known. She publicly talked about having 211 Bitcoin valued at over 20 million. And when you flaunt that kind of money online, it's only a matter of time before someone tries to.
It's called flashing their cash. And if I had $20 million of crypto, ooh, I tell you what, I wouldn't tell nobody. I'd disappear. Why hasn't Camelot streamed in 3 years? Well, I can tell you why. My happy ass is on an island. On an island. Jenny is trying to compete for Parasocial winner. With a pink boy. Oops, shit. We're getting close to the snake. 160 away. Jenny. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Jenny. Yeah. Jenny coming in strong, competing for top parasocial, unmental well, unperson day. She's trying. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jenny. We love you. Jenny. Yeah. Let me harder. I'm on a harder shit there. Flawed had some mods try to rise up against him. That's always how it works, MRT. Always how it works. I don't know what it is, man. There's a point of me, there's like a part of me that would never want to make people mods on any app other than YouTube. Because for some reason, they like hate you. They'll like start hating you. And I'm like, what the hell happened? They're like, well, I got in a fight with Billy. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Say, well, I want you to side with me and not Billy. And I'm like, but I'm not involved in your fight. And then they're like, I hate you now. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell now? If I was unjustly like killing everybody off that was fighting with everybody, I'd have like 8 viewers left. God. Damn. What's up, Sonya? How you doing, bitch? Thank you, Jenny. I love you, baby. Reagan says, I don't know. Is it parasocial relationships since I'm picking up your ass at the airport? No. We have slept in the same bed. In the nude, Reagan. We are past parasocial. All right. It's called, we're in a real relationship. Thank you, Jenny. I love you. Everybody give Jenny some love. All right, let's continue. We may make it to Naked Snake. Dude, I had like 50 stalkers, man. And I'm like not even a big channel. Like, what the hell is going on?
Come and get it.
Come on.
That's exactly what happened here. Now, some people are out here saying she should have had private security. And sure, if she has the money, yeah, maybe. But let's be real. No matter how much security you have, they can't be everywhere all the time. But you know what can be? A gun. And you know what? I got to give her and her husband massive amounts of credits. They had a firearm.
Hell yeah.
And they used it. This had happened in like New York. She probably wouldn't even be allowed to have the gun in her house. And even if she had one, she'd be going through some ridiculous legal battle right now over some dumb shit. This is why the Second Amendment is so important. People love to say, well, just call the cops. Well, newsflash, cops can't teleport. When you have violent criminals in your house standing over you with a gun demanding access to your money, you don't have time to wait for 911. You need to handle business right then and there, or have somebody who has the means to handle business.
100%. 1,000%, dude. You don't rely on other people, right? You have a 12 gauge at your hand, at the ready. Get you a 12 gauge. Everybody's like, I'm more into the AR. Look, dude, ARs are cool as fuck. I got them. All right, I got them. Here's the issue. The 12 gauge is way different, right? Go to the range. Go to the range and use your AR on a target. Like 30 feet out. Over and over. Now, get your 12 gauge out with some slugs in it. Put a new target up and shoot that son of a bitch. It's very apparent. Okay. It's very apparent what you should choose. Because that 12 gauge is going to leave a hole about that big in that target. Where your AR looks like little blips. Right? And I ain't trying to aim. Okay, I ain't got time for aiming. If I hit you in the leg, I need that some bitch to fly off. I don't need you to be like, ow, right? I know ARs are cool, guys. I get it. They're cool as fuck. I love them. But get that buckshot, John. Woo! Oh my God. Mossberger Remington. Big Mike, I ain't got money. I ain't got money. I got a Japanese 12 gauge. Or no, a Chinese 12 gauge. I have a Chinese 12 gauge. Thank you, Big Mike. I don't need no damn expensive 12 gauge, bro. I get me a $100 12 gauge. You'll still blow a hole in you. I don't give a damn. I ain't trying to impress nobody.
Business right then and there with the gun. That's exactly what her husband did. This is the world we live in now. People think fame equals money, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get their hands on it. If you're an influencer, big or small, you need to move differently. You need to be smart about what you share online, where you go, and most importantly, how you protect yourself. She made her money legally and built her empire. And when the wolves came knocking, she exercised her God-given right and constitutionally protected right to defend herself, or at least her husband did in this case. And that's exactly how it should be. Now, like I always do in these self-defense videos, I implore you, if you are out there and you have a gun and you carry a gun for protection, you keep a gun at home for protection, get some type of legal protection as well. You've got the lethal protection, now get the legal protection. And that's why USCCA sponsors my channel, because I do believe they're one of the most comprehensive.
Dude, I live in Alabama. We don't need no legal protection. Our legal protection is you stepped over the threshold. That's our legal protection. K to the Swiss with a $5 super chat. Thank you, man. I love you, dude. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, K to the Swiss. Billy Hatcher says, I knew it was her husband. Not her way. No, how she can hold a gun. I'm sure she can shoot a gun. I mean, she goes to the range, yeah. Here's the issue, though. She was not in a situation where she could have a gun, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, she was running from these dudes that were beating on her. You know what I'm saying? And also, he's the dude. He's the man. All logic still applies. This is how it is, man. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. It's how it's going to be. Cravier's name, did my super chat send? No. No, it did not, my friend. All right, here we go. Here we go. 160 something to Naked Snake. Let's continue. Gosh, I'm getting worn out, boys. Why am I so worn out all the time? If you guys don't remember, Friday, I'll be in Phoenix, Arizona, racing. It'll be on FS1, I think. I think it's on Fox Sports 1. Watch it live. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a quick car. Will our car be as quick as some of these cars? I don't know. Some of these cars have really crazy good results at Phoenix. Phoenix is a very interesting track. It has two completely different corners. One's flat, one's real banked into turn one. And some of these cars really hit on it. You know, you'll see cars that usually dominate at a lot of tracks running 15th. It's really weird. So I'm hoping we hit it on the money. You know, how long will the B-Day stream be? Probably like 6 hours. Say hello to my little friend. Naked Snake. All right, let's continue, boys. Let's move on to Asmongold. He's going to be talking about some Zelenskyy stuff. That Zelenskyy debacle was so silly. Stream it. Stream what? I'll stream a little bit before we do anything, for sure. I'll start up a stream at the racetrack, for sure. Yeah, dude. But, the Zelenskyy debacle was very silly. Very, very silly. I'm going to be honest. And I don't understand why people are not impressed with the transparency of everything that's happening right now. Like, you can watch live negotiations. Bro, the last 4 years before this, you couldn't even ask anybody a question in power. They would just walk off stage or like limp off stage, whatever. Now you can watch everything live as it happens. And people are pissed about it? What? Very strange. I don't understand. But the Zelenskyy debacle is weird because if I'm asking for like a lot of money, I'm not going to be angry and like combative, right? I'm going to be kissing peepees. That's what I do. I kiss peepees. You give me money, where you want me to kiss you? You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand because Zelenskyy was like, I'm going to sign a mineral deal. Shows up, he's crazy, he leaves, gets kicked out. And now he's saying he wants to sign the mineral deal again. I'm so confused. Someone please tell me what's going on. It's so strange. Like, just do it or don't do it, you know? Shit or get off the pot is like the correct term, right? Very weird to me. Let's do 1.5. I don't know, that might be too fast, but we'll try it anyway. We'll try it anyway. He's all coked out.
This mineral deal against all odds is gonna happen.
And let's start
I
right
doubt
now.
it.
We left things on Friday. Ukrainian President Zelenskyy now says, "Hey, I'm ready to sign that minerals deal with the United."
Oh, by the way, guys, By the way, I'm going to get to this in a little bit, but Pam Bondi, you guys know about the Epstein file debacle, right? So the Epstein files came out and nothing actually came out. It was all bullshit. It was all a big lie. And then for some reason, conservative influencers were like doing photo ops. It was awful. It was a very bad look. It was a very, very bad look for conservatives. And now Pam Bondi is saying that the FBI are complying now. And I diggity doubt it. We'll watch that clip in a minute, though.
United States. This despite his heated confrontation. Why did they give him?
Hey, it's the content president. Why do they have a wrestling belt on?
And I'm sure you saw it with President Trump and Vice President Vance in the Oval Office on Friday afternoon.
Why is there a wrestling belt right here? You guys see this shit? Why is this here? I'm so confused. Why is this here?
Madeline Rivera is live in Washington with the latest for us. Hey, Maddie. Hi, guys. Good morning. Yeah, despite that spat with President Trump in the Oval Office on Friday, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy says he remains confident that he thinks his
Everybody acts like that shit's a big deal. Like, it's not a big deal. People get in arguments like that all the time. It's not like, I bet probably privately it's like way worse than that. It's like
Robeer Burble says, okay, I've had this argument on Twitter, and I shouldn't say argument, but more like a discussion on Twitter. My man, that was a photo op. Every influencer walked out, stopped, held their thing up, and there was camera flashes, and they were like posing and smiling and posing and smiling. It was a photo op. Regardless or not if they planned it or didn't plan it, it's a photo op. Because the contents of those Epstein files, phase 1, were not new. It was not, it was done just to appease the people that were asking for it. The contents of that Epstein files, phase 1, were already public knowledge. Like 8 years ago. It was already all released, public knowledge. None of that was real. Right? And then they walk out and hold up and all stop in place and wait for pictures to be taken and turn to every camera as they're taking pictures. It's a photo op. Regardless of if they planned it or not. And then all the conservative people had to come out and say that they didn't know and they were just told. Yeah, no. That was definitely a botched thing. And it really hurt people's confidence in the conservative movement right now. Now, to be fair, they had a lot of momentum. So at least they didn't have no momentum. Conservatives had a lot of momentum the last couple months. So they could deal with a little bit of getting taken down a little bit. Right? But that was awful. It was terrible. I immediately, without hesitation, turned on Twitter and scrolled and saw that freaking video of them taking pictures and all smiling and shit with this goofy ass binder that says phase 1 on it. And without even knowing what was in the binders, I was like, this is lame. This seems like AOC standing in front of a fence screaming. You know? Just release the damn files. Leave me alone. I want to read them. Let me read them. Right? Anyways.
not good that it was public, but on like a personal, emotional level with them, they probably don't give a fuck.
With the United States and with President Trump can be repaired. And like you said, Steve, he is still confident and optimistic that they can reach a minerals deal with the United States. He still wants security guarantees, though. But Trump administration officials say security guarantees are contingent on a peace deal, and they don't even know if peace is possible at this point. That's why they say they're trying to get Russian President Vladimir Putin to the negotiating table.
President Zelenskyy has thrown off the sequencing. And Margaret, let me tell you the most tragic part of this. The President Trump's idea for this economic arrangement was to further intertwine the American people and Ukrainian people and show no daylight.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says a minerals deal is currently off the table to get it back on track.
Arrest or get the fuck out. 100%. 100%. We're 100%. 1,000%. Just release them and arrest everybody. Release and arrest everybody. That's what you got to do. 100%. 100%. Thank you. Oh my God, is awesome. Thank you.
Some Republicans and U.S. officials say a major reset is necessary, and they argue that task falls on Zelenskyy.
Something has to change. Either he needs to come to his senses and come back to the table in gratitude, or someone else needs to lead the country to do that. I mean, it's up to the Ukrainians to figure that out.
European leaders are
100%. Pam Bondi lied. 100%. I agree with that. 100%. Right there with you. Lied. And luckily, it seems like it's getting a lot of momentum. And but I still don't think they'll ever be released. You know, I still kind of hold that position. I always have.
grappling with the fallout. After holding a summit with other European leaders in London over the weekend, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced the outlines of a plan to end the war. The Associated Press reports the proposal would keep aid flowing to Ukraine and continue to arm them from any future Russian invasion. Starmer reportedly says the UK is ready to put boots on the ground and planes in the air.
That's crazy that they're actually going to send troops over to Ukraine. Like, I believe that.
Kirby says a lot of Trump donors are on the list. Trump was friends with Epstein's, Occam's razor. Good. Arrest all of them. Arrest and publicly shame every single one of them. See, this is why I don't get the non-following of nuanced takes. Most people that want the Epstein files released are in favor of people on the right being arrested and people on the left being arrested and outed and shamed publicly. Strip their clothes off and throw cake at them, right? But people on the left cannot fathom this. People on the left would not be in favor of people on the left with video footage and them with children being arrested. People on the right are totally going to be in favor of it. Now, there's a few of them out there, obviously, that won't. But the vast majority of people on the left, 100%, only care if it affects them positively. They do not give a fuck about anything else. That's why nuanced takes is very, very important when you're looking at anything political, which is how I try to look at everything, right? If there's every single Republican on that list that has transactions and money going through and stuff like that, obviously not just on the flat list. The flat list has already been released, but like people that actually partake in some kind of weird sex trafficking shit, go arrest all of them. Arrest all of them. There's a reason why there's a lot of Republicans that are totally against this as well. Get rid of all of them. And I feel like most conservative supporters agree with that too, right? I'm sitting Indian style like a little baby. My ass is hurting. All right, let's continue.
When I see it, that's nuts. Yeah, is that World War III? I mean, maybe. Like, I don't really think it's World War III, to be honest. Like, unless they start attacking Russia, it's not really going to happen.
Plan would still need U.S. support.
Europe must do the heavy lifting. But to support peace in our continent and to succeed, this effort must have strong U.S. backing.
French President Emmanuel Macron spoke to another French outlet where he suggested that a limited month-long truce may be possible in Ukraine, and he said troops could be deployed at a later stage.
Yeah.
Lawrence, Steve, Ryan, and Ainsley.
So, Maddie, when he left Washington on Friday, he said, I was not ready to sign that deal. 48 hours later, I'm ready to sign that deal, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah, fucking obviously, right?
Well, look, dude. The U.S., what their funding is what, $900 billion for like the UN. They fund everything. The U.S. funds everything. The majority of everything that's funded is the U.S. So yeah, you're gonna need U.S. on your side, regardless. Not. There's a reason why like people like the U.K. is like, oh, we'll give you $2 billion. Like, that don't do shit. That's nothing, man. So yeah, you're going to get the U.S. on your side, regardless or not. That's why they Trump made that comment about holding none of the cards. Like, you don't hold none of the cards, man. What you gonna do? You're gonna have to get every single country in the entire world to give you $2 to $3 billion, right?
Like, I mean, that makes sense. What a surprise! Yeah. No, I mean, of course, that's what's going to happen, because the thing is that he did not say that. He never said that. Well, we'll see. Not until we see it. That's a good point. I wouldn't be surprised if he came back and did it, though. I'll tell you that.
You know, we saw documents of this deal on Friday. Our Jackie Heinrich sent it out, but they were not signed. Of course, that means nothing.
You know what I'd do? If he came back, I'd be like, all right, now you got to give us $1 trillion in mineral trade. It was half a trillion. Now it's $1 trillion. We got to have $1 trillion now. That's what I'd do. I just keep upping that shit. Trillion time. You done goofed. You done goofed. It's now $1 trillion. Jenny with an orange boy. Jenny. Ooh, yeah. Thank you, Jenny. We love you. We appreciate you so much for all your love and support. You're so good, dear boy. You're so good, dear boy. Oh my God. Thank you, Jenny. We love you. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're almost at 300. Give it a touch, a little touch. When you racing again? Friday at Phoenix. Thank you, Jenny. I love you. Thank you, Jenny. I love you. Appreciate you, Jenny.
was completely agreed to. But look, obviously, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy, he was told reportedly by some of his advisors about how to approach the president here, and clearly he did not follow that suggested approach. Now he says he's ready to sign the minerals deal. We will see if that is going to be happening at all.
Thanks, Maddie. He was going to sign the deal if they got through the press conference. That's all he had to do was get through the press conference. The whole thing was
Don't take the bait.
It was going to be. He wouldn't have shown up. He wasn't going to sign the deal. So that was a done deal. So as Jack Keane brought up, who might be his biggest supporter in terms of who he blames in Mark Thiesen's column today, he said Jack Keane says the only answer to the question he should have understood going to the Oval Office is the only answer to the question is thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to work with you to achieve a peaceful end to this war. Period. I understand he's literally at war for 3 years. We know.
No, they're trying to. They don't like. The thing is that he's trying to argue this from a position of equality. He's not equal to the United States. He's not equal to Russia either. Like, you got to take what you can get, and like it shouldn't be that way, but I think it is. And like so. Like, I don't know how do you do that in, like, you know, because like he doesn't want to look bad in front of like his people too. Like, I'm not sure like how to handle that. Like, it's a bad situation that he's in. This thanking rhetoric is bullshit. It is bullshit, and it's not bullshit. It's the reason why they want him to do that is because it probably means that basically this is what I think. Like, I don't think that Russia is going to want to do anything when they have this guy calling him a murderer and fucking war criminals and saying like Russia is terrible and shit like this, right? Like, they're not going to want to do and negotiate while he's doing that. And so if he keeps doing that, then the chances of negotiations go really, really far down. Like, whether it's true or not, they still go down. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what's true. They don't want either. Yeah, exactly. And they want Zelenskyy to follow the lead. Are you not sure if Zelensky's grateful? I think he is. I think he's very grateful to the United States. I think absolutely he is. And I feel like the premise of this is a little bit silly, but they are trying to basically just get him in line.
They come back from war after 6 months. They're not the
and
same.
Have him not
He's
talk
not
shit,
a typical
basically.
leader. And I'm not making excuses, but he goes to the front lines every day. Those 20,000 kids that were stolen, he knows those parents. They're sitting there in Russia. He knows most of the maybe 600,000 troops or 500,000 troops that are no longer on the battlefield, dead or wounded. But his stress is unbelievable. But why an aide next to him says, hey, let's not, maybe this isn't a good time to show up. He didn't have to show up to that. He could have had that, they could have signed it, sent it, it could have been done. And all the pressure would have been on Russia because all indications are Russia doesn't want to sit down and do anything. What their early demands were a non-starter.
Well, he was told to show up at the White House in a suit and tie. It was specific.
Yeah, if they told him to do that, he didn't do that. He in a situation where he should have done that. Like, the thing is that, Asman, you don't know what you're talking about, do you? What do I not know what I'm talking about? Because you're a consistent disagreeers, right? And so what are you unhappy about that I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just, well, consistent disagreeers are going to disagree no matter what. They have to. They have to align themselves with whatever they believe, or else they'll feel like they're not real and fulfilled. I, however, don't care. I do not care. I will say whatever. But I don't align with anything. So, what song? People are fighting in the chat. Putin did Zelenskyy. So here's the issue, right? Here's the issue. Okay. If you like support, you know, Ukraine, which is fine, that's great, you know, then why not sign up and go fight for Ukraine? You can do that. There's an open way to do that. It's completely open. You can go fight in Ukraine right now. But why won't you do that? That's the most important question. Why won't you do that? It's because you want the country to send other people, not you, to fight and die. Right? And I don't agree with any of those things. I don't want to be involved with anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do anything. I would rather stay at home. And also, that's what I'll tell you right now. I'm not for war because I'm not going to fight in that sumbitch, right? So that's the thing. So if you support all these things like really passionately, go fight, man. Go give it some hell, baby. Go fight in Ukraine, baby. You can do that. But if the only thing you do is say that you support it and, ooh, this guy's evil or this guy's not evil or this guy's bad. Well, if the only thing you're doing is willing to say that to prove that you're like a good person, that's not going to work anymore. That only worked for like the last couple years on social media. That shit's gone. You gotta have to start doing what you want to do. You're gonna have to start doing what you want to say. If you're gonna say that you support whatever thing, you need to start actually supporting it. Right? I ain't gonna go fight nowhere, therefore I don't support it. Pretty easy for me, like to say, you know.
And so the thing is that if you have these people that are going to give you a bunch of money, and they have they have the ability to solve your problem, I would show up in a suit. I would.
I feel like that's pretty easy, yeah.
At the end of the day, right? It's like, because at a certain point, you've got to put your pride aside. You've got to do what's going to work for you. I want you to describe how he's grateful based off his actions.
Mr. President, with respect. Thank you. America's leadership remains solid. Thank you. All this for our great people. Thank you so much. And I thank every American, every in the world who is helping for every life saved in Ukraine. All my appreciations from my heart, from the hearts of Ukrainians, all Ukrainians, from our nation, strong nations. All the appreciation to you, first of all, Mr. President, for your big support. And I want to thank all Americans, each and everyone, leaders and ordinary people who see these realities, who know how important it is to protect freedom now, who support Ukraine. We are grateful to President Biden, to both parties and houses of Congress, and to every state that is involved in one way or another in protecting freedom. Хочу подякувати пану президенту за цей його візит.
Right. So that's the issue. Okay. So here's like the main issue. And like, look, again, I got to put the disclaimer out there that I not heavily invested, but here's like the biggest thing. The goal should be, if you're worried, a lot of people will say they're worried about like people dying, like innocent people that don't need to be killed being killed. If that's how you believe, why would you want to prolong it? You know, like wouldn't the thing you should like be in favor of is doing whatever it takes to end, right? So like, okay, here's a deal to help a path to stop the war, and it requires this mineral trade. Why would you not be in favor of that? If your biggest worry is innocent people dying, why would you want to continue innocent people dying? That's got to be a question that's answered that I don't know if anybody can answer. Like if you're in favor of standing for the innocents that can't stand for themselves, why would you also be in favor of them dying? Like you can't be in favor of them not dying and then also dying though. Right? Does that make sense? I'm just spitballing, right? I'm like speaking from a very what is the word? Speaking from a very ignorant stance here, like a trailer park stance, you know? That's kind of what I do here. Right?
За переговори, дійсно корисні. Дякую також від імені усіх українців, усім американцям.
So don't you think you should maybe shut the fuck up and figure it out for yourself before you go around talking shit to me? What do you think about that? This video is not even halfway over, and I didn't start it from the beginning, and you still got here. Now you roaching out over some shit you're talking, making some bullshit up that didn't even happen, trying to insult me and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Why don't you educate yourself first? You're right. He's grateful, I guess. It's fine, right? It's just again like.
The White House, according to Axios. That's true. He was told to show up in a necktie. He was told by Lindsey Graham before the blow up, hey, don't take the bait. If the president says something that you disagree with, don't.
It's got to be something, though, like for real, whenever you think about it, the fact that he thought that, isn't that worth mentioning? Isn't that worth thinking about? That's what I was talking about.
So you bring up a good point, deadly neurotoxin. So it's like, I don't like seeing Russians die either, but I'm saying that I believe Putin is the aggressor. The word there is believe, right? And people on the right keep sweeping for him. So here's like my question, and this is my question. My question is not from like a political alignment. I never really try to frame questions like that. If you're not for Russians dying, you're not for Ukrainians dying, but the only reason you're in favor of like the war continuing because you think Putin is bad, which leads to more Ukrainians and more Russians dying in total. Do you care about the people dying, or do you just care about Putin losing? Right? My stance is real easy. I'd rather no one die. Therefore, end it as fast and as quick as possible, like as fast as possible. Like that's like I'm like, hey, let's just end this. That'd be great, right? So then then less people die. But there's people that are in favor of it because they're like, well, Putin's evil, and I'm like, okay, but people will continue to die, and so you can't care about both. You can't care about the innocent people, but you also can't care about like beating Putin, right? Does that make sense? I don't know. That's kind of how my brain goo works.
How echo chambers happen. And this is the important thing. That's why I didn't ban him. Changing your mind based off of new information isn't being stupid. It's being smart.
Yes.
I don't have anything negative to say about that.
Love you, Jenny. I appreciate
know everything about everything.
Thank you, Jenny, for getting us 150 from Naked Snake, or 130, whatever. We're close. We're close, boys. One red boy from a damn goal. And then I give 5 gifted memberships. Of course. Of course.
Best thing that you can do is when you find something new out, you integrate that into your worldview in a healthy way. Why would I? Well, because if the thing is, if you get banned, even whenever you're like, oh, I get it now, I didn't understand.
Edgar says the deal goes against everything they have fought and died for, so they should continue dying. Right? So that's like my that's my like my nuanced take, right? So is what they're fighting and dying for, they should continue to die so they can prove whatever movement or get whatever W they're wanting to get, right? So that would mean, right? That would mean you don't care about the innocent people dying because you want more to die so they can get the W. And I don't care about the W. That's like where my that's where my like mind goes. I don't really care about the W. I don't care who gets the you know the mythological W here. I don't mind it, right? It doesn't. I'm not invested in it. I would prefer if less people died. But people are like, but they need to get the W. I'm like, but then more people die. Like, so you don't want people to stop dying. So you know what I'm saying? Either A, you want more death, or B, you don't. Right? That's the only question. You know? Oh my God, look at my boy. Oh my God. Edgar says nobody wants anybody to die. Harsh words. Well, I mean, if you're in favor of the war continuing, then you are. Death is a byproduct of that. So therefore, you're in favor of more death to get the W. And I'm not saying that you like literally you want everybody to die. I'm saying that either A, you are concerned with innocent people dying, or B, you're not. And being in favor of something continuing means B, you're not worried about people dying. It's you know, it's like a very it's a very normal thing. It's a very easy question. Either A, you want death, or B, you think death is worth it. And I don't think death's worth it. Right? You may think that death is a means to an end. I do not. I'm not heavily invested. I would want the least amount of people to die possible. Right? But they're going to take land. I don't give a shit. I don't live there. You know, I don't care. Like, but they're going to take the city. I'm like, I don't live that city. I just would like less people to die. What gets the less number of death? This route, take that route. That's, you know, I know it's a dumb take, probably for a lot of people that are more invested, but that's just how I see that stuff. Right? Jolly Gaming. So, dude. Crave username says we're in favor of Trump not being a bully. So you're in favor of Trump getting the L as long as people die, right? So at least you say it. So I respect the hell out of that, you know, because I don't have a way to debunk that shit, right? You know, as long as you say it, as many people that dies and makes Trump look bad, that's what I want. That's cool, man. Fuck, that's a take that I can be like, well, shit, that's fucked up, but I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I can't debunk that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a take, right? Speaking of take, we have a red boy, which means I have to give 5 memberships. Oh, Elena says we're so complacent with our seed, a shining sea protecting us. Thank God for that. Hell yeah, praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Sean says, good luck this weekend. I'll be watching Zelenskyy, just trying to get another yacht. Hey, man, yachts are pretty cool. Yachts are pretty cool. Thank you, Sonia. I love you. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to push that. By the way, in honor of Sonia, I am having a birthday stream Wednesday. It's going to be a longer stream than usual. And I will have Nick Rekieta, Cecil, maybe Zia. Nick Rekieta and Cecil are confirmed, maybe Zia. Okay? So there you go. Thank you, Sean. I love you. Thank you so much. Let me give 5 gifted memberships in honor of Sean's Red Boy. As per usual, here you go. People in the chat, enjoy. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you. Thank you, Sean. Love you, dude. Sean's the man today. He's coming in strong. Now he's the leading parasocial. Well, no, actually, technically Billy is with like one goal boy, but it's fine. Xavier, Mr. Cornell, all them marbles. Tits McGee. Oh my God, I love that name. Cody Big Higginbotham, thank you, dudes. You guys got to, I got to pull up. Where's Tits McGee at? Where you at, Tits? Where you at, Tits McGee? Love that name. Tits McGee. Oh, I was hoping to pull up the face. I want to see the Tits McGee's face. Got to put a face with the tits. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Let's continue the Zelenskyy.
Then what reason would you ever have to ever capitulate? What reason would you ever have to be reasonable if you know that every outcome will be negative? It's illogical and it doesn't create the result and the action that I want to see. So why would I do that?
Blow up. I heard Peter Doocy report yesterday from.
Oh, it's all about the W and the L. And I'm not as advanced. I'm not invested in politics as a lot of people in this country. I have a thing called interest. That's a joke, kind of. But no, I like music. I like racing. I like traveling. Got a lot of interest, so I can't worry about politics all the time like everybody else does. So yeah, I'm not as invested, right? So I don't really care who gets the L and the W, right? Because I'm gonna still hustle as long as I can hustle, regardless of who is getting L's and W's, right? But I know for a lot of people, that's like all it's about, right? If you like Trump, he needs to get W's, and if you like the other side, they need to get W's, and you don't give a fuck who dies in the process. And I'm not like that. Yeah, least death possible.
On this couch, that his sources inside the White House said that there will be no deal until Zelenskyy absolutely apologizes for what he did the other day.
So I've reached out to one of my sources in the administration, and this was on background before, but I said, can I share this? Because I was there 2 days before at the White House, and they were working the deal, and they said, fine, share it. They were going back and forth about this deal with Mike Waltz as well as Marco Rubio. Now, you got to understand the dynamics that were working. First of all, he skipped the meeting with Scott Bessent when he went over to Ukraine. Slept through the meeting. And then Marco Rubio and the vice president, they come up with this deal with Zelenskyy, and he says, okay, I'm going to just go to the parliament and get it signed off on. Then he goes publicly and goes against the deal. So the administration was already on edge, but the president was still saying, let's get the deal done. So to Steve's point, he has this congressional meetup, and Lindsey Graham, to your point, says, don't blow up, go out to be grateful, be thankful, and you go do it this way.
Wear a suit.
Wear a suit. He goes there, Ainsley, and does the exact opposite of all the advice that he was given, and he tries to litigate his case before the media.
He should have won.
Yeah. Raykin says people think the only acceptable victory is complete surrender and withdrawal of Russia, as well as Putin in prison, which is wild, in my opinion, would lead to WO3. And I give you a situation. So if for some odd reason Trump tomorrow said that's what he wanted, suddenly everybody would be against that, right? Because it's all about the dubs and the L's, bruh. But you bring up a good point.
Worn a suit. Like if they told him to wear a suit, he should have worn a suit. No, he should not. Why not? Solidarity with your soldiers? What do you think the soldiers are going to care more about the war getting ended and having the United States be on their side more? Or are they going to care about him, what he's wearing? Come on. They're going to care about keeping getting killed or what he's wearing?
W's and L's, boys.
It's a stupid request. And that's exactly why he should have done it. The fact is that it's an unreasonable, weird request that doesn't matter a whole lot. It's patronizing. It is. But the thing is that when you are in charge of something, especially people's lives, your ego needs to not exist. You can't make decisions and do things because of the way that it makes you feel or what you think. That's it. You can't do that. When you do that, you lose. Such a dumb argument. It is patronizing. It is. But he is in a position to be patronized because the United States are the ones that have the money that are funding them. And the United States have been giving them a bunch of money, and they will continue giving them a bunch of money. He is in that position. We are their patron. He's being patronized because we are patronizing that country by sending them billions of dollars of aid. And I know a lot of people think that's not fair. That's not the way that should be. You could be right. You could be right about all that. But at the end of the day, the only thing that I look at, like this is what I said before, right? Only do what is in your best interest. Don't think about ego. Don't think about how something looks. Look at what is the best outcome. How can I move towards achieving this best outcome? That's it. Everything else is noise.
I think that's a very, very good argument. 100%. Right? Whatever's the best outcome. I think he's like kind of saying the exact same thing I was saying, just a little bit less dumb like I do. Right? The best outcome is what you should aim for. And it shouldn't be who gets an L or who gets a W that you disagree with on TV. Right? This is not a reality show. This is real life, and real people are dying as a result. And whatever makes people stop dying should be what people want. But for some reason, there's a giant portion of people that want more death, as long as you get the theoretical dub on TV or on social media, right? And I think it goes back to the parasocial thing, right? People want the ones they support to succeed and the ones they hate to fail, regardless of how it happens and who is hurt in the process.
And if you don't understand that, you're going to have a lot of problems in life. It's a message you're sending, like in most of their jobs interview, you wear a suit? Yeah, no, you do. Last time you were on Zelensky's, you said J.D. Vance was being aggressive. I mean, I like this new side. I agree with it, but why'd you change your mind? Well, it's simple. I changed my mind on it because I heard that they told him to wear a suit. If he wasn't told to wear a suit, then I would have had no problem with him not wearing a suit. But if they told him to wear a suit, he should have worn a suit. That's new information, so it changes the way that I look at it. Is that hard to understand? When you got people giving you billions of dollars and they say jump, you say how high? That's bullshit? That's fine. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Sounds like that's a great tweet. That's a great Reddit post. That's a great thing that you tell yourself while you're in the shower thinking about a conversation that you had 4 years ago. But it's not effective. And that's what my point is. But still, man, it's just an attire. Exactly. So then do it.
Yeah, that's a good point. If it's such a big deal, so that's such a dumb thing to worry about, then like why not do it? I mean, it's been categorized as a dumb thing by your own self. So why not do it? I mean, you know, I think it's weird. Chris McGough, my boy. Chris McGough says you ignored Billy's chat about the Rumble donations and the donations. Yes, I mentioned it a minute ago when Mick talked about it, but I get caught up in the damn I get caught up in the 200 or sorry, the Zelenskyy conversation. Thank you, Chris McGough. I love you. I appreciate you for your orange boy and your 200 Norwegian krones. Billy, this is his super chat right here. It says yes, yes. Sorry, I'm burping. Joe Schmo with a $60 Rumble rant says, here's an early B-Day present to keep the Naked Snake streak alive. It's 60 in Rumble. I appreciate you, Joe Schmo. Always giving me some love on the Rumble. He's the boy. He's always in my chat on Rumble. He's what keeps Rumble alive. I appreciate you, dude. I love you. Thank you, Billy. And thank you again, Chris McGough. We love you, baby. Thank you so much, dude. Edgar says, man is or, and you're talking about suits. Right. So here's like Asmongold's point on that whole thing is it's such a silly request. It's such a non-issue. So why is it an issue, right? You know what I'm saying? There are people dying. And you're like, I can't wear a suit because then I'm like not doing my thing to where I don't wear a suit ever. You know what I'm saying? What the point is, like, there's people dying, man. Like, why will you not like wear a suit at a place? Like, you know what I'm saying? The whole point is it's a silly request. So why is it an issue? Like, right? It's like just put a fucking suit on. Who cares? You know? So right, Crave username. So here's my issue is why does it matter? Right? It's like, oh, Trump's mean though. Okay, well, like end the war though. I don't understand. Like, well, Trump's mean. Okay, that's fine. Can we end the war? Who cares if he's mean? Fuck it, end the war. Like, he made him look stupid. Okay, well, like, can we end the war? That's fine. You know? Edgar says it's a uniform. It's a message. He wears a suit when the war is over. So, right. That's my point. So, it is better to confirm the message than to save your people from death. I disagree. I think getting rid of your random TV message is better than letting your people die over it. Like, I feel like we're not on the same page here. These are actual human beings that are dying, like dead, like death. You guys like have a concept of death, right? Like these are actual people that are getting shot and dying. And we have people like in the West, assuming most people in the chat are in the West, are like, but like, he's got to continue the message, bruh. I'm like, what? Shouldn't you want more, less death? You could say you want less death all you want, but I feel like we aren't we're not fathoming like what death means, you know? That's a good Megadeth song. Wake up, dead. All right, thank you. You know, I don't know. It seems crazy to me. Like, shouldn't we want less death? I don't know. But we have to make a message. I'm like, or we could just like have less death. I don't know.
Fucking exactly.
Hey, thank you.
That's my whole point. You have a disgusting take on this? I'll pull up one person. And I'm gonna go ahead. I'll just, because I just want y'all to see that the thought never even crossed the American mind. So the stupid guy brought up, you never said anything. You'd be talking about not wearing a suit. No, you see, no. This actually, you know, this one's not even worth talking about, because Zelenskyy not wearing a suit has been a point of contention for 2 years. Like you're just like, the entire premise of your argument is wrong. It's not even worth looking at or thinking about. Yeah. It's just you're mad about something that didn't even happen. He wants to support. It doesn't hurt him to wear a suit when he was asked. He should have worn it. Yeah. People are arguing with you about this. It just shows you his men's age. There's a lot of young men that one of the most important things for them is pride. And it's about their image and the way that they look. And for a lot of young men, especially people that don't have established egos and they don't have a lot of things on their own, they are really like, being told what to do is the last thing they want to deal with, right? Trump as well. Trump is very prideful. He is, but he's the one in control. So you have to play on his side. That's the way it works. You ever had an asshole boss, but you still got to say, thank you, sir. Your suit looks nice, sir. Good job, sir. Funny joke, sir. Absolutely. Suck it the fuck up and deal with it.
Yeah, well, most of these people, let's be fair, that are on this other side of this conflict, they've never really worked a job. Let's be completely fair. Most people on the other side of this are like Reddit people, and they definitely don't know what it's like to have a boss that's like, hey, do your fucking job, bro. Shut your mouth.
You're making decisions for millions of people. It's not about you. Make the right decision for the most people. That's the way I see it. And if they told him to do that, he should have done it. That's it. And also, by the way, I pray that you are never in a situation with a person like that is willing to put your security, your quality of life, or your safety on the line to maintain their own pride.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you, Edgar. I appreciate you for talking. I like when people voice their opinion and I can speak to it. Yeah, that would be a very bad position to be in. Like, you're like in the damn trenches, you're trying to survive, and you're like, oh God, Zelensky's gonna sign this deal, we're gonna finally be all right. And then he's like, no, he didn't want, they made fun of him for not wearing a suit, so he decided to get angry, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, fuck, it sucks. Please, Jesus God. I don't know, man.
It's a very bad position to be in.
Amazing that we have helped them so much, given them so many resources, so much money, so much equipment, and that is the way he was treating our president and JD Vance in the Oval Office.
He wants more.
He's saying he told the BBC he's still willing to have a constructive dialogue with the United States. He said, I just want the Ukrainian position to be heard. We want our partners to remember who the aggressor is in this war. Here is Secretary Marco Rubio.
I really am puzzled why anyone thinks that trying to be a peacemaker is a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when it's Donald Trump trying to do it. I would ask everybody this. If there are no negotiations, what is the alternative? Another 4 years of war, another 3 years of war, in which the United States and Europe continues to pour billions of dollars into a war in Ukraine? Is that the
Zelenskyy calling Vance a bitch? Wait, did he call him a bitch to his face? Wait, hold on. I don't know about this. Billy, it's Billy saying it, so I don't know.
alternative? I've asked every foreign minister I meet with, tell me your idea of how this turns out. Most don't have a plan. A few have said, well, let's give them another year of fighting. A year from now, a year later, after another year of death, another year of destruction, then maybe Putin will be ready to negotiate at that point. No one here is claiming Vladimir Putin is going to get the Nobel Peace Prize this year, or that he should be the man of the year of the Humanitarian Association. What we're arguing here is he has a very large country.
Yeah, they think Putin's a piece of shit too, but they just know that saying it about him is going to cause the negotiations to go downhill.
Really?
That's it. They know he's a piece of shit. Everybody knows he's a piece of shit. It's
pretty crazy.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Like,
they're in full war footing. They're cranking out weapons now at a war footing pace, and we need to figure out, is there a way to get them to stop the war? And the only way you're going to do that is to get Russians engaged in negotiations.
After hearing that, Chris Van Hollen, who's just off the hook on Gaza, he's against the Israelis and anything that Donald Trump's doing. He says he regrets his supporting Marco Rubio for Secretary of State. So
now look, I got to be completely honest. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Right? That's kind of funny. You know, this is where I'm like kind of on the other side. It's kind of funny. He called him a bitch. It's kind of funny. You know, you don't see that very often. It's kind of funny. Oh, I mean, if you're not interested in like making peace or anything, that's kind of funny. Hey, you know, I can't say I disagree with that. That's kind of funny, you know, right? Hey, I'm gonna laugh.
Understand, number one, Marco Rubio was sitting right there.
Like, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm outraged. If some foreign leader walks up to Trump and calls him a bitch or Vance a bitch to their face, I'm gonna laugh, right? But bro, don't you want Trump to get the dub? No, I don't give a fuck. I think it's funny. If a funny thing happens, I'm gonna think it's funny. I'm sorry. It's Barricade. What's up, dude? I thought I saw your face in the chat, and I was like, "That's no way. It's my boy." What'd you say? Hold on, let me scroll up, dude. You said something earlier. You said something about Resident Evil 3, but I was freaking talking. You know, when I'm talking, I forget things, man. I'll be like, I'm gonna click that, and then I never do. Oh my God, it's so far. Help, Jesus, why? There it is. Please tell me all the things I need for speedrun RE3. I built a new PC and don't have any of it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I still have all that somewhere. A lot of it may be out of date, but you can update a lot of the stuff. Yeah, I still got all that. I still probably have the same freaking folder I sent you, man.
No one told Marco Rubio what to say there. No. Number two is the Russians are losing.
It's very clear that the problem why I think they're mad is because things that happen publicly are not what happened privately. And so it's actually a very personal reason why people are getting pissed off about this topic. It's got nothing else to do besides other stuff.
1,000 troops a day.
Yeah.
If you read the New York Post today, they interviewed 25 people sitting in Ukrainian prisons. Nobody knew what they were fighting for. They all were there because they were threatening their families or that they had absolutely no money and they promised to pay their families if they got killed. They're literally doing human sacrifices.
Nope.
So there's a chance that the Russians might be, we're great at misreading the Russians when they were Soviets too. There's a chance that they might be hollowed out and might be ready. And let's just put the ball in their court. Everyone in Ukraine, just sign this deal, put it in the Russians' court. And if they are going to insist on elections, more land, not returning the children, and knocking a million-man force to 85,000, everyone will know they're not sincere.
Yeah, but Zelenskyy doesn't want to do it. And I think that's the problem right now. He's showboating. He went over to the EU and tried to get all of their support in a sense of to put pressure on the president. Right. And then you got the PM as well as the ambassador, the UK ambassador to the United States, like, okay, we're going to be there with you, but we still need the United States. And so I think there's a major miscalculation from Zelensky's part. He still wants to fight this war. It's unwinnable. More people will die as a result of it. And the president's saying, like he said in the Oval, I want you to be more on our side. The president said, I can't get a negotiation. I have to be.
Yeah, Trump can't be on Zelensky's side. He can't be on Zelensky's side and solve the problem. You can do one or the other. You can't do both.
In the middle. But I'm signing a minerals deal with you. That is your strategic support. But that's not enough for Zelenskyy right now.
That's right. Who has to deal with his right wing. He's got a right wing. And there's a right wing of Zelenskyy that says you better not agree to stop fighting. They invaded us. They killed our families. They're destroying our infrastructure. We're doing damage. Well, so he can't just, he is not a dictator. He is still dealing with a democracy and a parliament.
It's still unclear, though, if Vladimir Putin will agree to a deal.
Oh, well, here's the thing. Yesterday, the foreign minister of Russia, Lavrov, said that he saluted Donald Trump's common sense on the issue, even though they don't align on everything. And also, the foreign minister spokesperson said that what happened in the Oval Office was a miracle of restraint, they said, the Russians did. That
well, Russians are kind of hardcore, right? I don't know. I feel like Putin would fist fight you. He's wild. Helena, what the hell? I was reading your thing and you disappeared it. It's funny, but it got his bank closed. Yeah, well, you know, it happens. It happens. Yeah, I know. Like, to be fair, if I was like looking for some support, you know, in what I do, and I went to a meeting and I called a guy a bitch, yeah, I probably wouldn't expect support. But I live in the normal world.
That Donald Trump and JD Vance.
Keep in mind the people that celebrate it are they want the dub or the L. They don't care about death. They say they care about death. They don't care about death. Sorry. You know, there is legitimate reasons for them to not want something to end or want something to end. That's different. But I'm saying you can't put I care about people dying. Because if you care about people dying, you gotta be open to ending things.
Vance did not punch Zelenskyy in the nose, essentially, because of all that.
Yep. And so I'm thinking that's really where I'm at. Yeah, the Russians aren't being asked for any concessions. The Ukrainians aren't being given any security guarantees. What reason would Russia have to stop? Because Russia would probably get some of the land from Ukraine, and they'd probably get some money out of it. That's the reason, right? That's probably what's going to happen. I feel like that's the way it would resolve. Yeah, and after that, I don't know. Just do it again in 5 years.
All about aura.
You can't do that. You can't give them anything if you hope for peace. What's next? I don't know. But my point is that the thing is that, like, with Ukraine being involved in this, there's two separate things. There's what should Ukraine do and what should the United States. So reward their transgressions. A lot of people get fixated around the concept around being right and wrong.
Yeah.
And that's not the right way to look at things.
Yeah, dude, 100%. WNL, 100%. I wish him nothing good. You said Vance is a bitch, and Vance is a bad person. I wish him nothing good. I wish nothing good for him. I wish nothing good for him. I don't know Vance, but I just watched the debate with him and like a few things he said, but I don't like know him personally, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, man. Let it go. Let it go. All right. Sorry, Lesser Logic. Okay, anyways. We got to talk about Pam Bondi real quick, because Pam Bondi is talking about how, now they're going to release the Epstein files after they totally lied to everybody's face about the Epstein files. Probably the most disappointed I've been in like the conservative movement in a long time. Probably a couple years, or maybe a year or two. I can't remember the last time. It's hard to think. Maybe it's when like Trump was in favor of maybe it was when Trump was in favor of lockdowns. Maybe that's when last time. I can't actually remember. It's hard to say. I don't really watch it often. Shizzy Wizzy, my boy. She lied to us. She lied. I expected you same, John. I kind of expected it too. Shizzy Wizzy, my boy. All right. Let's pull this up. Here we go. This is Pam Bondi talking an update on the Epstein files, which I still don't expect will ever happen. But
we all did. And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept. Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m. Thousands of pages of documents.
Okay, so what is today? Monday. So she's claiming right now she got all the documents of the Epstein. She got all the Epstein documents now. That's what she's claiming now.
Have the FBI going through them, and Cash is also, now that we have Cash here, it's a game changer, of course. And Cash is going to, Director Patel is going to get us a detailed report as to why the FBI withheld all of those documents.
Okay, I want to be clear because I think people got.
Hopefully all of them. No, John, she gave it out. Oh God, she gave it out. You're right, dude. You got to listen to the language. Oh God, Jesus. Jolly Gaming says, been working on my diet. Want to get better lifting. What do you have with your chicken when you're on your cut? I have a quarter cup. I think it's a quarter. No, it might be a half cup of cooked like rice, like white rice. Like once or twice a day. Thank you, Jolly Gaming, for the $10 super chat. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
Got frustrated because they were expecting more. You were expecting more, and you didn't find out less than 24 hours before the release. You got a whistleblower that confirmed that there were way more documents that they were supposed to turn over, and then you found out just before that.
Well, sure. And you're looking at these documents going, these aren't all the Epstein files.
Our boy better ask her the question. Got to ask her the question. Pam Bondi said in perfect English, that she read the Epstein documents and they were disgusting. What was disgusting? Because I went through the Epstein phase 1 in like 10 minutes and there was just random names on it on the flat log that were intelligible and a few other names with like redacted everything, which has already been released before. So what was disgusting? That's the lie, baby. Speaking of lie, Shizzy Wizzy Nut has just rated the show He's my boy. I love my boy Shizzy Wizzy with the bacon, which is what I'm going to eat when I get off the stream, bro. What's up? Thank you so much for the raid. We love you and we appreciate you, Shizzy. You're the GOAT. The man, the myth, the legend. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that, dude. I don't get rated often, but when I do, it's literally almost always Shizzy, and I appreciate you, buddy. Shizzy's the man with the plan. Thank you, buddy. We love you. We appreciate you. Keep in mind, every $100 super chat, I gift 5 gift memberships. Hey, April says Shizzy's the best. I agree. I appreciate you, Shizzy Wizzy. Thank you, my friend. I hope you had a good show. We're talking about Pam Bondi. We're talking about the Epstein files. We're talking about everything that's happening for fun. It's fun. It creates a dialogue in the chat, and everybody starts fighting with each other, and I have a good time doing it. So welcome to the Shizzy Wizzy Raiders. Love you guys, and I appreciate you. Oh, by the way, Shizzy Wizzy boys, I race Friday at Phoenix. Turn on the NASCAR this weekend on FS1. Let's have some fun. Go watch me out there in the Timcast/Flux machine. It's going to have a lot of fun. All right, let's continue to Pam Bondi, and thank you so much, Shizzy. Helena, make way, make way. Hey, baby. You're obviously going to be at Phoenix, yeah, Helena? I think I'm kind of brain farting, by the way. Thank you, Helena. My birthday is coming up. It's very close. It's Shizzy's wife's birthday. What? We're both old. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Helena. Don't forget, I'll have a birthday stream Wednesday. I will have Nick Ricada. I will have Cecil. I will have Zia Land. She is confirmed. We're gonna have some fun, guys. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. Wednesday at probably 5 p.m. Central. Yes. Thank you, Helena. Billy says we hit Nugget Snake a while ago. Happy birthday. Thank you, baby. Well, save your happy birthdays for Wednesday, guys. Come on. Okay? Come on. We'll try to break records Wednesday. Save your happy birthdays. The blacked out areas contain 250 victim names. Yes, Jeremy Williams, but it's already been released. So, like the victim, I guess, names, they've already been released. They're public data, right? Everything that was in the files released has already been released before, and it was all unredacted, right? So that's kind of like where people were like, "What the fuck is it? Why we don't need this? We need more, right? We need more." The flat logs don't tell you anything, right? In my opinion, I'm like, they don't tell me anything. I don't see any. It's just names, and like we went from LAX to New York. Like what?
I was there were flight logs, there were names and victims' names, and we're going, where's the rest of the stuff? And that's what the FBI had turned over to us. And so a source said, whoa, all this evidence is sitting in the Southern District of New York.
Yeah.
So based on that, I gave them the deadline, Friday at 8, a truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI. Cash is going to get me and himself really a detailed report as to why all these documents and evidence had been withheld. And, we're going to go through it as fast as we can, but go through it very cautiously to protect all the victims of Epstein, because there are a lot of victims.
Well, you had identified in phase 1 over 254.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, is that the only thing that would be redacted? Will everything else be made public that you get in your possession?
Yeah, the FBI hasn't had, obviously, they haven't looked at the thousands of pages of documents that they've just received Friday. Yeah. But Cash has a team going through them, and it's always about...
Wait, hold on. She said she has thousands of documents. Now she's saying it's Cash Patel that has thousands of documents. Interesting. See, man, you're I feel like you're goofing with me a little. She said she had them. Now she's saying the FBI has them. Interesting. And they haven't looked at them yet. Interesting.
Protecting the victim. But you know what? We believe in transparency, and America has the right to know. The Biden administration sat on these documents. No one did anything with them. And why were they sitting in the Southern District of New York? I want a full report on that. Sadly, these people don't believe in transparency, but I think more, unfortunately, I think a lot of them don't believe in honesty. And it's a new day. It's a new administration, and everything's going to come out to the public. The public has a right to know. Americans have a right to know.
And that goes the same with the JFK files,
JFK,
RFK files,
Martin
MLK.
Luther King. Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. What are the things that, and maybe some people don't understand the need to redact. In the case of a victim, that should be pretty obvious to people. What are the other things that maybe you would have to redact?
Well,
National security?
no, of course, national security, some grand jury information, which is always going to be confidential, but we'll see. Let's look through them as fast as we can, get it out to the American people, because the American people have a right to know, not only on that, but on Kennedy, on Martin Luther King, on all of these cases that the Biden administration has just sat on for all these years. So yeah, it's really, it's not sad. It's infuriating that these people thought that they could sit on this information, but they can't. It's a new day, and we believe in transparency, and it's going to come out. And when we redact things, Sean, what we're going to do is not just pull pages out like they used to do. If something's redacted, you will know the line, and you will know why it's redacted. The victim's name, identifying information.
Wow.
Don't believe it. I'm sorry, boys. Like, after the stunt they pulled last week, don't believe it. Don't believe it at all. But I hope it works out. But I still don't believe anything's going to happen. Annotated redactions, Joe Schmo? Maybe. But if we get the files, report in 10 years, that's what I'm saying, Brash. If we get these files and they don't say anything on them, yet the FBI has sat on them for years and Epstein died and all, there's going to be some bullshit and some hell to pay, right? But as we saw recently, everybody was really, really pissed, right? Everybody was really pissed, right? And then, like, the next day, they just did the Zelenskyy, like, White House meeting, and everybody forgot about the Epstein files in like 2 seconds. So there you go. That's what's going to happen. So nothing we can do about that. People got the memory of a goldfish, and they got the attention span of a 9-year-old. So Camelot knows I was pissed. Yeah, we were all pretty upset about it because we just want to see what's going on, right? Yeah, Derail, I kind of agree with you a little. I think you're about right. Was Ukrainian destruction? I think the Oval Office thing being blown up probably was. Or else, well, the media probably talking about it, especially conservative media, because they had to get out from under the Epstein shit, because the Epstein shit was so, like, detrimental. Conservatives looked really bad that day. And everybody was talking about it. Even, like, prominent conservative commentators were like, this is bullshit. Right? Now, there were some people still, like, you know, glazing, but those people, there are going to be people that are always going to glaze. That's just how it is, man. And there were still people getting 300,000 likes on Twitter by circling the flight log where it said Trump. You know, the info that was released 9 years ago. They were still, like, circling it and be like, Trump's on here. I'm like, oh, God, you guys are dumb. This is a random flight log. A random flight log. All right. Jeremy Dito. I bet he was, man. I bet he was. Well, everybody had a right to be pissed as hell. Everybody had a right to be pissed. And they screwed the pooch on that one. They really, really did. They screwed the pooch, and no one was happy, and I'm not happy. None of us are happy. And we're excited. We're excited to go forward. We're moving forward, boys. All right, next. What's up next? I don't remember. We've been talking too long about stuff. What's up next? Hasan got banned on Twitch. Obviously, it won't be forever because Twitch, and he's the friends of the CEO. I don't know why people out there think that Hasan's banned forever. They're like, it's clickbait. You saying he's banned? Yeah. Yes. Obviously, he's not banned. He's friends with the CEO. What do you think's going to happen? That's like my dad banning me or something. My dad's not going to ban me unless I had a, like, terrible dad. My dad. It's like you think people act so shocked when, like, Biden pardoned Hunter. Yeah, no shit. Almost everybody would do that to their son. Oh, I am so shocked. Yeah, no shit. Okay, obviously. What? I can't believe it. How can you not believe it? Speaking of not believing it, we have 500 Norwegian krones, boys. Chris McGough says if they arrested one islander, they'd sing on their fellow pervs. And then they'd sing ETC, ETC, full domino effect, so no files ever have a birthday. Yep, you right on the money, baby. That's a good point, man. Good point. Very, very good point. Thank you, Chris McGough. I love you. I appreciate you for your 500 Norwegian krones. Thank you, buddy. You are the man. I love you, dude. I appreciate always support me. Oh, by the way, I think, let me look at this. Let me pull something up. Where you? Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Here we go. You ready for this, Chris McGough? Look at that, Chris McGough. Look at that right there. Chris, I even spelled your name right. You happy? Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me, my man? You were on my race car at Phoenix. We're racing the NASCAR weekend there Friday. Gonna be a lot of fun, dude. Very excited to get out there and go fast. Thank God. It's been too long. Been too long. Thank you, Chris McGough. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, Jolly. We will be having a birthday stream Wednesday. Nick Ricada, Cecil, Zia, maybe that Star Wars girl. She's the only person that hasn't responded yet. So, but at any rate, we're gonna have a lot of fun, dude. A lot of fun. Thank you, Chris McGough. We love you, dude. I'm waiting for Amazon to remove the Twitch CEO for making Twitch so controversial. Doubt it. It is kind of weird how they haven't done that. So, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm looking. Hell and blazes. Look at that. I even got it right. See, Helena, I got it right. Thank you, Chris McGough. Appreciate you. No way Cecil plays again. I bet he does. I bet he does. Rip Nikki Sticks Golf. Yeah. Well, at least he's different. You know, it's pretty cool. At least he's different, bro. Oh, man. I don't know. We'll see. But Nick Ricada will be there. And Cecil said he will be, so I'm sure he'll be there. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun Wednesday, so don't miss it. We're going to have an ass ton of fun. Save your super chats for Wednesday. Wish me a happy birthday so I can roll around in all the money in a bathtub. That's kind of what I want to do. It's whatever a human wants to do. Come on. All right, boys. Thank you real quick. Big shout out to Billy Hatcher, big old fat red boy, Patrick Williamson, Neanderthal, Janae, we love you, Sean, my boy. Thank you. And Chris McGough. What are these crazy bastards? Appreciate you guys. We love you. You the man. Thank you, Johan Kraus. PhD. We are 30 likes away from the goal. Make sure you smash that like button as fast as possible. Give it some love. Kiss it. Touch it. Massage it. Thank you. Give it some love, boys. Go on. Get on it, doggone it right now. Don't mess up. Don't stop. Don't ever stop. I can't believe how hungry I am. I'm trying to be really low in caloric intake, and I'm dying. It's killing me, boys. It's killing me. 35, Mick Stellar. Old. The word you're looking for is old. Unfortunately. Oh. Why no one liked my tweet? I hate when I have banger funny responses and then people don't like them. I'm like, what? Oh, that's funny. Come on, it's funny. I'm eating salad so I don't get fatter, dude. I ate a quarter cup of chicken and dumplings, and I ate a protein shake and some egg whites this morning. So, is it too late, Rage? No, I can change it. I can't change it for this weekend, obviously, because this car, but I can change it for the next one. I sure can, baby. Oh, my legs. Oh, man. No one spells it halfway right. See, Chris McGough, I know what I'm doing, baby. It's time, boys, for Naked Snake for the 427th or something. I don't remember. Man. It's a lot of them. There's tons of them. Tons of Naked Snakes. If you could put all the Naked Snakes in a concert hall and it would be filled to the brim. So let's do Naked Snake. 427. I think it's 427. Give them likes in, boys. We're 18 likes from 300. I had one bratwurst. Hell yeah, dude. Bro, I love brats. I used to make brats every other damn day back in the day. I used to love it. If you guys don't remember, what's up, Michael Walker? If you don't remember, don't forget my book, Ride and Die, is still in demand. It's still being worked on as we speak. The first panel, the very first panel, boys. The very first panel of chapter 3 is just ass cheeks, and I'm loving it. It's right there in the chat right now. Please go back my book as hard as you can, as delicious as you can, because we're killing it. We got all the different variant covers. We got tumblers. We got everything. Black and white covers. So go back it as hard as you can. Give it some love. Let's get this sumbitch to 60. Means a lot to me. I appreciate you guys. I want to get as many people to book as possible. The cheek preview. I'll show you the cheek preview. Actually, I'll post the cheek preview on the campaign when it's done. It's a layout preview right now, so it's not done yet. But I'll show it to you when it's done. All right, boys. Let's continue. It's time for Naked Snake. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You guys are goated. You guys are the best people I know, and I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Look at this. Hot diggity damn. It is Otto Ramel. Oh my gosh. Otto Ramel here at the end of the show dropping a red boy. My boy. My beautiful boy. Thank you so much, dude. We love you, man. Thank you for all your support, dude. You are goated, man. You are absolutely goated. Let me pull this up real quick. Speaking of Otto Ramel, why is it in paint? God, I hate paint. Whatever. Speaking of Otto Ramel, big shout out. We got a lot of people, a lot of companies represented on the car. Big shout out to my boy Otto over here with ODA Ventures. Of course, everybody else is on there as well. I appreciate you guys. They're going to be riding with me in Phoenix. I appreciate you guys. Love you. And thank you, Otto. I love you, Busha. Oh, fuck. I have to give 5 memberships. Fuck. All right, hold on. Damn you, Otto. Damn you. I got to give 5 memberships. All right, here we go. We're gifting memberships for Otto. In honor of Otto. 5. You get 5. Let's see who gets them. Who's going to get them? 14 likes. Make sure you like the stream. Atlas, 88, Demon, 20 Child, Stupid Paintings by Dave, D-Day McLean, and The Random Guy. 5 memberships. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. And thank you, Otto, you beautiful bastard. I love you, dude. Appreciate that so much, man. I really do. You are the GOAT. You are the man. You are the myth. You are the legend. Thank you, buddy. All right. Let's do Naked Snake. 13 likes away. Spam it, boys. Spam it. Spam it. Oh, and before we do it, big shout out to Flux for jumping on to sponsor my race season. Here's their announcement trailer. Give them some love. I'm going to play it real quick, and then we're doing Naked Snake. That's pretty cool. All right. I really like that. All right, let's do Naked Snake, boys. And then we're going to raid. Who are we raiding? What's up, Kara? Who are we going to raid? I set up a raid. I just don't remember who it was. It is Moxie Dame. We'll make sure she's still on before we raid her, though. Okay. Okay. Thank you again, Otto. I appreciate that, buddy. I really, really do. All your support's been insane. I really do appreciate you, buddy. Come on, YouTube. Stop messing with me. Oh my God, she's getting off. This bitch. All right. Yep, she's getting off. All right. I'm so glad I looked. Let's do. I do that sometimes. They'll be getting off right as I'm about to raid them. BBB. Zaid. Runkle. King Queso. John Malin. Let's do John Malin. And you said Rosa's live? I didn't see her live. Where's Rosa? Rosa. I didn't see her live at all. Yeah, I don't see her live, dude. All right, let's do we're gonna do John Malin. John Malin. All right, boys. Here we go. It's time for Naked Snake, everybody. Get your locks up. We're 6 away from goal. Thank you, guys. We got the Naked Snake one more again. Otto Ramel, all my boys, Chris McGough, Sean Smith, Billy Hatcher, Patrick. You guys are the GOATs. I appreciate you. Neanderthal, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love. As per usual, we'll be back Wednesday. We'll be back Wednesday for the birthday stream. Make sure you come to my birthday stream. We'll have Nick Ricada, Cecil, and Zia. Barb. Thank you, Barb. Here we go. Here we go. 220 or 427 in a row, boys.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night.
Donna.
I'm
Here we go.
Searching and I'll melt into you.
Helena.
In my heart,
One more again.
but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
Snake eater in my time. There be nobody else. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. April! Thank you, baby.
Someday you'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive. For the day
Oh my God. Here we go. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there be nobody else. 4 likes away, crime. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. 427 in a row, boys. Damn. Woo. Here we go, boys. Amazing. We did it one more again, boys. One more again. We can't be stopped. We can't be stopped. The Naked Snake rides again, as per usual. And I appreciate you guys so much for all your love you give me every single day. I don't deserve it. Damn it, I don't deserve it. But I'm so damn thankful for all these people that support me. You guys are so kick-ass. I love you. I appreciate you. Awesome, awesome, awesome support. Thank you, guys. Let's. What if I can raid this guy? I wonder if I can raid my boy here. Let's see if I can raid smash. What if I can raid smash? Damn, they just don't mean to raid people. All right, let's do it. John Malin. I'll see you guys Wednesday for the birthday stream. Please don't miss it. It's really important to me. I don't celebrate birthdays. I just stream. So come give me some love. I'll see you guys on that show. Thank you so much for always supporting your boy. Get the hell on it. Diggity doggone it. Appreciate you guys.